Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées. No need to worry. No, 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 no. Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées. No need to hurry. No, 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 no. No slipping, no sliding, no bumping, no boring. I walk right into Le Bourget. If you fall on your face, it's no disgrace. I'll stop my plane at Gay Paris. My chérie, my chérie, my chérie. No need to hurry. No, 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 no. My chérie, my chérie, my chérie. No need to worry. No, 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 no. The road may be rough, but don't you ever get stuck. Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées. No need to hurry. No, 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 no. My chérie, my chérie, my chérie. No need to hurry. Monsieur. Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées. No need to hurry, mademoiselle. No slipping, no sliding, no bumping, no boring. I walk right into Le Bourget. If you fall on your face, it's no disgrace. I'll stop my plane in Gay Paris. Gay Paris, Gay Paris, Gay Paris. No need to hurry. No, 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 no. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. No need to worry.
it's so plain to see. But if I told everything I know, it only causes jealousy. So I'll keep on standing in, standing in. I know I'm not the one you love, I'm just a friend. I've got the shoulder that you cry on every time he leaves you all alone. But I'll wait in line till the day you find that I'm the one who really loves you. Then I'll be standing in no more. Standing in, I know I'm not the one you love, I'm just a friend. I've got the shoulder that you cry on every time he leaves you all alone. But I'll wait in line till the day you find that I'm the one who really loves you. Then I'll be standing in no more. Standing in.
I'm the song that my enemies sing, so it's better to be far away. Discomfort they bring, but I remember what my father said, to keep a smile on my face, to catch flies don't be in haste, to look in my eyes, sometimes take my enemies by surprise. But it's not every day the Spirit of God strive with man, yet the Bible say evil can never stand. Yet I'm the song that my enemies sing. I'm bewildered all the time. Could I know just one thing?
I have a chroma question for you later.
Word up. Check. Sound check crew. Let me know.
What up?
It is Wednesday. DJs not DJing on the 916 Junglist channel. We out here, in the words of my man, Kenny Dread. How y'all doing? Entity is in it. Gabe Xavier is in it. Puppy Tooth up in it. Can y'all hear me okay? Soundcheck crew, you're the early arrivals. Just say yes, we can hear you in the chat. That's all that we're looking for. If you've ever streamed, then you know that you need that validation. Appreciate that. Thank you, Deeps. There it is. That's what I needed to know. All right. I mean, all the levels say it's working and everything says that it should be good. And I could just keep talking, and then somebody would be like, yo, you realize that we can't hear a word you're saying right now. Sounds good. Excellent. There's all the delay. Word up, Curly Roller. I see you. Toka, what up? Evan Friel, what's good? Puppy Tooth in it. Cantos with the HMNI crew. Entity. Yo, a lot of the homies in here. Salve DJ Rock. What up? E-Rock is in it, literally. He's in the Zoom already. How you doing, E-Rock? Let me bring you into the conversation here. Beers and Beats is coming in as well. Let's go to one of these kind of views. E-Rock, how you doing this evening? Out of Dallas, Texas.
I'm good, man. I'm going between the channel and you because I cannot hear you in Zoom, but I can hear you on the 916 channel.
Oh, you know what that is? You should be able to hear me now.
We're good now. I can hear you. What
Okay,
up?
perfect. Sorry about that. How are you
All
doing,
good,
sir?
man. I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Man, I'm good. After a busy week last week of going on Twitch tour,
Yeah.
I got a souvenir at one of the merch tables from the 100 Proof
Oh,
crew
snap, dude.
in Boston. At my stop in Boston.
Everybody's coming up with good logos, man. That is a nice shirt right there.
Word up.
It's
Big up the 100
Duncan's.
Proof crew.
It is,
Give
man.
me a large coffee.
Like, how far can I take this DMCA thing? Let's go.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're in the golden era when we can still get away with it, folks. Let's exploit the hell out of it while we still can, because that shit is not gonna be around for long. Pretty soon, there will be like automatic, like blurred out things for us. The technology is already there. I'm just saying the application of it is going to be for legal reasons because you don't have permission from whoever to have that insignia on your shirt while you're doing whatever you're doing on your Instagram post or whatever in this weird social media sharing era we're ushering in.
I agree, man.
A little heavy for the for out the gates. I'll wheel it back a little bit.
Yeah.
What's up, No Requests? How you doing, man? Like Deeps in it. Exclamation point Zoom to jump in this conversation. Matty B.
Good to see everybody
Yo.
so far. Yeah, man.
Beers
What
and
up?
Beats
What's
PDX
happening?
in the house. How are you doing, sir?
Dude, you cheated. You put my name in the title and everything. How can I say no to that?
Well, now that I got you here, I'm gonna make you wait though. We're not talking about it until later. Hope you don't mind.
Dum.
How much time do you have? How much time do you have? We'll play on your time.
Starting stream at like 8 my time, which is your time too.
Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. That's
Oh.
fine. We'll
couple
definitely handle it
hours.
before then. Okay. Big up to everybody locking in. If it's your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. This is the 916 Junglist channel Wednesday night. This is called DJs Not DJing. Pretty self-explanatory. Bunch of DJs not DJing. What this show is not, it is not the So You Want to Be a DJ show. Definitely am not interested in being that show. More of like a black belt show or a show for the intermediate to advanced individual. And I'm not saying that the new cat isn't welcome. I'm saying that I am not here to make it happen for your new stream. I'm just here to talk about what's going on and have a laugh, basically. And I think that's the point, right? And also, I'm admittedly not the smartest guy in the room. Like, I'm more of just like I'm not the hero or the villain in this situation. I'm the Mean Gene. I'm not Iron Sheik or Hulk Hogan. I'm Mean Gene. Oh, actually, I should go a little bit further up. I should go 80.
Can I call Papa Shango?
Papa Shango? Yeah, you got dibs on Papa Shango.
Yeah. And or at least one bushwhacker.
Oh man, the Bushwhackers were amazing. I actually saw the Bushwhackers live here in Sacramento when they were a thing. Oh yes, with the hat, with the bite out of the bill.
Dude, I forget. It was one WrestleMania. They come down, they get in the ring, they get tossed out immediately. Then they just go back up the other side.
And they go back
walk
the other
out
side. So good. Like, yeah, Mean Gene. You know it, Evan. That's what's up, man. Evan Friel, that's the homie. If you own Jungle Vinyl in the North American region, particularly the domestic United States, there's a good chance that vinyl was passed through Evan Friel's hands first. He was one of the major importing distributors for drum and bass vinyl from the late 90s going into the early 2000s.
Yeah, I think I have one or two of those.
Yeah.
Just
Big
a
up,
couple.
big up Friel. Appreciate that, man. For quite a few years there, I had the extra rubber band full of tasty white labels on top of the stack of wax that we would buy for the shop. Said, these are for Billy, and of course they're like the new shit that everybody fucking wants to hear. Appreciate that, man. That's a good look. Big up Cantos, big up Man Like Deeps, big up Curly Roller. It's still hella early.
It is.
Hella from California.
This is damn near my bedtime.
Is it really?
Hell yeah, I go to bed at like 9.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wake up at 5.
Dude, ever since, I mean, okay, so I'm
7
admittedly
a.m.
like
shift.
I worked the night life for most of my life, so I'm always been kind of a night owl. But in the last, I want to say, probably since November, December of last year, it's been getting progressively worse. Where I'm up later and later in the evening, and I got to work on that. I've been up like super late sometimes, where people are waking up the next day and I'm still going.
I woke up several times for my shift, and you were still online.
Yeah. Sometimes it's for a good cause though, like trolling Magoo who falls asleep in the Zoom
That
on
was
a Saturday
amazing.
night. Did you guys
What
see
a
that?
what a great video, Billy. That was.
We got him so
applause, man.
good, dude. That was so good.
That was the. That's all I gotta say to that right there. Perfection, my friend.
Let me find something real quick here. Let me find something real quick because that shit is so good.
I enjoyed the lullaby music and that you had polls going the entire time.
Yes,
and then
will he
towards
fall
the
out of the
end-
chair? Yes or no? Was like the hot poll. I think it was like voted yes that he
Oh.
would.
That was great, man.
There's one point. Oh, let me mute this. There's one point when we're about to raid, and we had to cancel the raid because there was movement, and like it was like, oh man, this is it. This is it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I'll find the spot. If I can find the spot in just a second. Oh, this looks like I think like I found the spot. Okay, hang on. I think I found the spot.
So good.
Oh yes, I found the spot. Okay, y'all check this out. Let me get this up on the screen here. Okay, let me move us over. Move us over. Why is it locked? Oh, it's locked. Where's that? There you go. Unlock you. Move you. Thank you. Okay. Let me see if I can find the. Let me find the spot. It's right here. I mean, it's right here. Let me see. Oh, where's it at? Come on. Let me see if I can find. You hear me tapping back? Oh, he's right there.
Again, I just hear.
Oh, it was like right before we were about to raid. It was so good. He got up like almost this is after 45 minutes of me just trolling him on camera. And we were like, okay, we're calling it. Nothing's happening. Oh, here it is. Okay. Check it out. Canceling the raid. Like, okay, everybody in chat, can you hear the music that's coming through in a second? Tell me if you can hear this. Oh, snap. Here we go. Okay. This is 45 minutes we've been trolling him for falling asleep in the Zoom. Oh, Gabe, I just saw what you Oh, wait, what's going on? We have movement. Wait. Canceling the raid. Raid canceled. Wait.
Canceling the raid.
Wait.
Like
snap.
alarms going off.
Oh, snap. Is this it? Magoo, can you hear me? Yo, Magoo, can you hear me?
I love it.
Is this it? Oh, Magoo, yo, Magoo.
There it is.
Yes, Magoo. Can you get? Oh, he's going. Oh, he's almost out of the chair, folks. Oh,
It's so good.
Magoo, homie. Oh, we got him so good. It was hilarious.
Throw it on YouTube.
And yeah, that's probably gonna go on YouTube for sure.
Nice.
Actually, that's for sure gonna go on
Has to.
YouTube. And he's been a good sport about it because that's the homie, man. Him and I grew up in the same neighborhood. That's good people. Big up
Man,
Magoo,
he's
man.
a supporter too, man. Good guy.
Yeah, big supporter of the
Awesome.
channel, and
Yeah.
just awesome dude. And actually that night, I don't know if some of y'all probably don't. That night he brought his parents into the Zoom.
Yeah, it was awesome.
In the beginning of the night. And like, it was like, we're like, what up? Magoo's mom and dad were there and shit, dude. It was great. Yeah.
They were digging it too. That was great, man. What
and like
an awesome time.
What happened was I usually leave the Zoom on like after the party's over and just let people conversate. Sometimes I join in, sometimes I just leave it on and leave it minimized on my computer. And last night or that night, Saturday night, I left it on. It was like 4:30 in the morning and I opened it up and he was just there chilling. And I was like, oh, I gotta get him. I was like, it's gonna be hilarious. And big up to those who know about Team Drum and Bass. The homie T-Mox jumps into the chat and he's like, yo, I've never been able to catch your streams because of the time difference. This is actually like one of the first streams I've ever been able to catch from your channel. You know, people have been saying great things, and this is the first impression I'm getting is you fucking trolling your friend for falling asleep in the Zoom, and he thought it was fucking hilarious. Josh McCarl, how you doing, my friend? How was your stream, man?
What is good?
Good to see you.
Thank you.
You had a good amount of people in there. Look like they're having fun too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was part of the music video DJs like Wednesday raid. I kind of combined it with my Revenge of the Breaks. That's why I didn't just play all breaks that show. But it was fun, and it was a lot of people that joined my page for the first time since the 12-hour I did on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of people's like first time on the page, kind of. So
yeah, new bells and whistles,
so
man.
I want to talk about that real quick. 12-hour stream on Monday. That was your first ever stream for that long?
Yeah, that's the first time I've done more than, I think to date, other than Monday, it's like 5.5 hours was the longest I've done. I got
two questions. One, did you enjoy it? And two, is there anything that you learned if you wanted to do it again?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
I enjoyed the whole thing. I made a schedule. I actually went in a couple places and asked, have you done one? What advice do you have? And everybody came back with the same sort of answers. Drink lots of water, have snacks, take your breaks. Don't be afraid to walk away from the stream for a bit and, you know, like put up a be right back. I made a be right back with like, I found all of the 80s hang in there posters with the cats.
Mm-hmm.
And I made like a hang in there mural. And I was like, oh, this is funny. I didn't use it. I didn't step away from the camera. I was live for 12 hours and 4 minutes. And even when I did the cooking stream, I went upstairs with the Mac, ran OBS Ninja from my wife's stream down here, and then just literally ran back downstairs after that, like, 70 minutes or whatever. So yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Enjoyed it, man.
Thanks, man.
It was fun.
What I can tell you is physically around the 10th hour, I really started to feel it. The most I've ever DJ'd in one sitting has been like 8.5 hours. But even then I was like, oh, put on a mix, go sit down, have some dinner. It's slow right now, that kind of shit.
Right.
This 12 hours of standing, I don't think I sat once.
Did the cooking and the games help? So like there's some time there where we were doing games in the afternoon and stuff. Did any of that help out, you think?
I mean, so when I put the schedule together, I was like, I'm going to start with retro games. So I started by playing Punch-Out and Rygar and a couple of other classic video games for the first hour, just to kind of ease into it. DJ'd for 2 hours, games for an hour, DJ'd for another hour and a half, and then did dinner with the wife, which was 90 minutes, then did the big game where we gave away the Camlink 4K, which I stretched out to like maybe 90 minutes. And then the plan was to DJ from 10 to 12 or 9:30 to 12, and then play Call of Duty from 12 to 1. Between 12 and 1, every single person, like, people went live just to get people and then raid me. So I kept getting raided over and over again with like groups of 6 and groups of 7. And then Chris Craze raided me with like 80. So
Did you get a stat on the amount of raids that you got in the 12-hour span?
I didn't look to see how many. I can tell you I probably got like,
oh, neat.
like 8.
I didn't know you could get that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something you can look up. You can kind of look when you look at your
You
graph.
can see it in your graph. Yeah, there's
You
usually
can
a
see
spike.
like when they come in.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I got 8. The biggest one was the Chris Craze one. Aiden rated me with a couple dozen, and Fader rated me with the remnants of the Monday. I want to call it the MAGA train, but whatever that situation is. And then and that was pretty big too. That was like 100 people. So it was, man, it was that last hour though. I was ready to quit, and people like, no, keep DJing. I put it to a poll. I was like, would you rather have me DJ the last hour or play Call of Duty? Because people were asking, when are you playing Call of Duty? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna play 11 to 12 or something like that. Like, cool. And then that time came around. All those people started rating. Everybody excited. And then I got to make a clip of this. Everybody started spending all their channel points at the same time.
Oh no!
So
So
all
it just
my lights and shit
Yeah.
were going fucking bananas. Like, and it was confusing my computer. It would like turn my lights off, but then switch to the security camera, and then the lights would go back on, and it would
it's because
switch
it's
to, like,
receiving all these different commands, and it's just
and
it's just
they're not all
jogging
run
through.
by the same engine. So like one engine, my light engine is driven by Lumia.
It's like a boxing match.
Dude, it was just like the Kool-Aid man popped through my screen like 7 times in a row. He's just like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is happening right now?
Quagmire's running up and around the
Yeah,
whole
it was
screen the
nuts.
whole
It was
time.
nuts. And the best
So we
part
learned
about
some
it
things
was
don't exactly work at scale.
the chat absolutely loved it. So I was just like, you know what, my computer's not going to crash. I looked, I was like, what's my CPU at? All right, I'm good. I did have one OBS crash in the middle of the day. I have no idea why. I wasn't doing anything. It was just like I looked over at my monitor screen, and I had the dude like holding his hair with the blue screen. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked, and it was like the OBS crash message. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything. So I literally just restarted it and launched it, and Twitch didn't count it as a disconnect. So when I finished, I actually got like the stream for 12 hours.
Oh, that's good.
I gotta tell you, man, physics. It's the physical thing. Like standing for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
Peggy
have a
D&D
map?
makes a good point. He says, I don't know if it's because I'm a boomer, but I feel like I'm in good shape. Whenever I stand and DJ for more than 7 hours, my body feels whack, and I feel paralyzed when I'm done until I wake up. I don't disagree with that. Like I jokingly, even though like after how hilarious Magoo sleeping was, I might actually consider it. I've jokingly said that if I'm going to do a 24-hour stream, it's going to be 6 solid hours of me sleeping. And that's just all there is to it. And I have, it's what it is. And I don't think I could DJ for that long, or, I mean, that would just, unless I'm like, if I was able to sit and like select and sit, then I could probably go a lot longer. It's literally like the standing that takes its toll.
Who stands still when they DJ? I don't know anybody.
Yeah, it's
we
hard.
all at least
Miss Ninja keeps telling me that I look like I'm on a freaking stair climber. That's what her joke is about.
A good friend of mine, DJ Ron, actually DJs on a walking thing, like on a treadmill. Like I'm not, like when you watch him, he's like, and people are like, you on a treadmill? He's like, yeah, I DJ off my treadmill. It's insane. It's getting his exercise, but
why not? That's
yeah, Pagan, the anti-fatigue mat. The thing is, I can't really use one here because like the floor this is an old house.
I had no idea how much your floor shook until I started doing the channel point redemptions, man. And you'd get behind when you finally positioned it where you could see like the behind the decks and the whole table and the monitors
the whole
are.
thing shakes. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
That's why I can't dance like as much as I don't want to call it dancing, but like bounce and hop around like I usually do, because if I do, this whole thing's coming down. So
oh man.
But that was some of the advice Aiden gave me, because I asked Aiden, he did a 12-hour, I think in November, and he was just like, pace yourself. Like don't try to rip through records. Like I often, if you guys watch my stream, I have a lot of ADD in my set, so I'm constantly like blending and mixing and blending and mixing and acapella and mixing and blending and mixing constantly. I had to like stop myself every once in a while and just be like, all right, Let it breathe. Let
You were
it breathe.
calling yourself out on the stream a few times too, man.
I had to. That's the best way to because then if you do that, somebody will remind you. Like, chill out,
Right.
dude. Like, you got 11 hours to go. You're not. You just went through like a whole DMC set in your first hour. Like, relax.
I got to see a BTS on the point of view with the eagle, where you had the drone flying around in the scene with your camera view around as the eagle was flying. That was amazing. Very impressive stuff there, man. So I'll have to hit you up about the different plugins on that. That's an ingenious idea.
I'll give you the short and sweet on that. It's the Move plugin, but what you do is you put a couple of them in a row, and
Right.
then you tell each one to go to the next one, and then you tell the last one to go to the first one.
Top one, and then it
Creates a loop. It's the same thing with the visuals of me with all the colors.
right.
It basically goes through all the colors every 2 seconds. So it looks like it's a rainbow, but it's actually just changing colors. But then the other element of that, it only comes through when the bass is over like I think +2 on the dB meter. So you only get the flash of color when the kick hits.
AZ Plays, thanks for the follow. I hope you're not a bot.
A lot of nerd stuff.
Movement of the camera, just moving the camera around inside of a scene like that is something I've really wanted to play around with. And actually, I did it.
If you aren't a
just
bot,
that.
I didn't mean it in a rude way. Sorry.
I actually went and grabbed the Move plugin like right after the show while I was watching that, because I was so motivated. I hadn't got to it yet, but hey, it's on the list of an
The big trick with that is finding which easing motion you like. Like the elastic one goes like that, and then there's a bounce one that goes like this. And the one I think I used, I can't remember, but
it looks like bounce because the drone kind of flies and hovers, right?
Sway. Yeah, it's like a but every once in a while it'll get out of sync, and I don't know how it happens. It'll be like, oh, look, it's nice, and all of a sudden it disappears and pops up over here. I'm like, shit.
I have that problem with something else. I can't think of. Whenever I'm triggering memes and stuff with trigger fire, so I'll set a length and it'll be that it's the meme's fine or the gif's fine and it rolls 100 times over, but that one time it's like starts in the middle of it and then the whole presentation's messed up.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's doing well. Big up Dizzy in the chat. I see you. What up, Ketamine Cat? Beers and Beats is in the chat and the Zoom. Big up, man. Appreciate you. Brooklyn's in the house, swinging the sword. Appreciate you being here, Brooklyn. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Nice.
What up, Chuck the Bounty Hunter? Man like Deeps. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Deep?
Big up, Deeps.
Oh,
No use
whoa.
for anger. How you doing? Catch 22 in the place from the annex is here and just popped up in the chat. Perfect segue. How you doing, my friend? Mr. The Librarian has arrived. The party can start.
You know what? I saw your notification, but I was knee deep in like a school meeting, and I was like, "Oh, like this is killing me."
You still have the work clothes on too, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. I still got the work clothes on. I took off my glasses so I could look younger. But man, Joshua Carl, after watching your 12-hour set, it has done nothing but motivate me to buy a goddamn PC. This is where I hate you, and if anyone wants to buy an S9, I've got a really great deal on it at the moment.
Right. Yeah.
I'm glad I can inspire.
From
the
annex.
marathon sets. If I was to
tough.
do it, I would do it on a Friday, and I would start Taco Rewind early, and then end at the normal time would be what I would do. But I'm still on the fence about doing a super long set because even just the 4 to 5 hour sets on Fridays, like I'm done by the end of that. Like I'm ready to call it.
My last 12-hour, I think I hit 12 and a half, and my back was just no. I was like, fuck this.
Damn.
I was going to try because I think my record's 15. I was like, I'm going to go for at least 16. Hit 12, just no.
That was my back too, dude.
Mush
about
brain
10
too. Like I
hours.
can't think anymore. I can't program.
Yeah, and then
Anymore.
you hear shit coming out of your speakers, but you don't know what's coming from where, and you're trying to cue, and like, am I listening to what? You get to the point you don't know what you're listening to, and it's just not fun anymore.
Is my delirium entertaining? Because that's pretty much what it is at that point. It's just
I mean,
me
the
straight.
thing is
If I
you
train wreck enough, it should fix itself and sound normal eventually.
Right? Comes back around.
The DJ competition was the last one where I didn't really realize because Friday was the semi and then Friday was qualifiers and Saturday was the semi, so that was 12, 13 hours of OBS scenes, rehearsal. Man, I after that, that's like you guys are saying, I didn't realize how old of a man I was until after that.
Yeah, I've been feeling it. I definitely pushed it last week with as many days and consecutive days in a row. That's new for me.
You had quite a list going on last week, my friend.
That was good times.
But it was kind of motivational though. I mean, like I'm looking at like coming into March hard because, you know, it's one more trip around the sun for myself. And I was like, man, how do I even begin to like reach out to enough people to be like, hey, I'm open for business in March. Like just link me up. But yeah, I could see it being a struggle.
It's one thing in March so far. Big up the Confetti Blast. Who just did that? Shouts out. Big up Adagio.
Boom, there it goes.
And Ratfink, big up Ratfink. I got one thing planned already for March that I'm super excited. Actually, I'll just lay it out now. Mojax is going to be on this show. But we're actually going to be doing a WMC version of DJs Not DJing. For those who don't know what WMC is, that's the Winter Music Conference that usually happens in the second week of March in Miami. And we are going to be doing our version of WMC, and we're actually going to do it, I believe, on Monday that week. And we're going to have 2 hours with Mojax, and we're going to talk shop specifically with Mojax and get the panel of dorks in the room with them as well.
Start doing sit-ups now.
Oh, I know, man. I know.
Get my Miami body.
I was gonna say, might have to shave. God forbid.
Right. So that's gonna be fun. He's a big fan of the show. Yeah, it's because of the time difference. And you know, he's getting up around 8 or 9. Someone's monitoring really loud. Let's kill that in the Zoom. He's a fan of the show. He shouts it out all the time, and he watches on YouTube. Because of the time difference, he can't come on live. So he's wanted to be a host for a while, or a guest for a while, but it hasn't worked out time-wise. So in that special episode, it's actually going to come on in the afternoon, and we're going to do it on a special time that's more catering to him. I'll have the specifics on that. It's in the second week of March is when that's going to be. So be on the lookout for that.
That'll be good. That'll be fun.
Should be fun.
Just let them talk.
That's it, man.
People just come. People just DJs. Their ears perk up.
Yeah,
and they just come in droves.
His voice is a beacon, right?
Serious. You know what? It's funny. It's like him, and for a while, for me in particular, DJ Ravine was like a beacon. Like when he would start talking shop, I would follow suit. Mm-hmm. And the only time he's led me wrong was the S9.
Let's get into one of today's topics. This one's a pretty cut and dry one. I can bring it up on the screen here. All right, let's make it look cool. There we go. Well, cool is debatable. Twitch this happened in the end of January. Twitch has updated the way that you manage your emotes. It's all on the same page now. It used to be where the bit emotes and the subscription emotes were all in a different location. Now they've consolidated it all to the same place. So if you go to your Twitch dashboard and you go to viewer rewards, emotes, it's all
emotes,
there.
There it is, right there.
And they've also applied that engine that automatically resizes the emotes for you as well if you weren't able to actually cut them to size, or if you just didn't want to cut them to size because it was freaking stupid that they could just have a bot do it for you, right? So anybody who's a Twitch streamer right now, the easiest thing to do to manage your emotes is just go to video producer and then go to viewer rewards, emotes, and it's all right there. Pretty straightforward. And
I just went to it. It's literally right there.
Yeah, it's super dope. But they used to be like 4 or 5 menus deep. Where is it again? How do I get to it? Kind of shit.
Fuck it, I'll do it later.
Exactly. You know, I mean, I'll get around to it at that point, right? So now it's super easy to, and you can add that URL as a browser doc if you wanted to get nerdy and just throw it right into OBS and manage your emotes from inside of OBS. because it's just as easy. So
If you're on a PC.
if you're on a PC,
God damn it.
Should be.
I made a special shirt just for No Use for Anger that I sell in my store. That is, I helped a Mac guy buy a PC. You can thank me later.
You need to make that a shirt.
It is. It's there.
what's great is that
You can buy it now. It'll only help me buy a PC.
Mojex called that one of the big things of 2020. Was that the Windows PC was reintroduced to the DJ market because I don't know about y'all, but for a lot of us, myself included, fully drinking the Apple Kool-Aid until last year. And clearly the librarian is still holding out for good reason because, a good computer is a good computer. But when software is exclusive to a platform and it's like essential stuff, not essential in the sense of like really essential, like Man Like Deep's essential news round, but moderately essential. It's definitely something that makes you say, "God dang it, I want a PC."
Well, you know what's kind of funny? Since the nixing of the what is it, the 17-inch MacBook Pro, I've heard that we're talking almost 8 years now, where people have been like, Mac isn't really caring about the creative professional as much as they did in, say, 2011. They're geared more to the battery life, high resolution screen, and being able to use the apps that work good with Apple. So the I/O on the new MacBooks is garbage for a DJ. Like, you get one USB, two Thunderbolts, or some variant of that. When I got this motherboard on here, I'm like, I don't even know what to do with all these USB ports. Like, I could hook up a freaking
Their Pro versions come with what, 16 gigabytes of RAM?
Right, and a video
32 actually, but yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The last one I saw was 16. I was like, my low to mid-tier PC has 32 gigs.
Yeah. No, and what's wild is, I'm running a 09 on one side that is just like my DJ, Serato, Ableton, all that. And then on the other side, I've got 2015. And both of them are rock solid, except I can't stream.
Right.
And it's like, and that's where it goes into that whole jack of all trades, master of one, and the other half of that statement's the part that always kills me because it's the one I always want to remember. But it's like, Macs are perfectly good generalists. They can do everything moderately well. PCs can do, whatever you build it for really, really freaking well.
Right.
And you have infinite choices of operating systems staying there with ease. You don't have to use, you don't need to use Windows. You can go
Ratfink
roll
makes a good
Linux, whatever
point
you
too. The old saying about a car that you might as well weld the hood shut. Apple has literally welded the hood shut.
Agreed.
Their RAM is soldered down to the fucking board now, right? So
is the drive, right?
yeah, so
Isn't
you
that
got
just on
to
board?
buy the build that you want, and you use it for 5 years, and then you buy the next build, right? And there is no expansion on a hardware level with Apple's professional line anymore.
Yeah, after the G5 towers, they just kind of went away from that whole end of it. But I still know production houses, they're still running those quads.
For me, Billy, it's what you nailed it right there. It's the upgrades, right? I've had the same motherboard for I don't know 8 years, right? Video cards come and go, other parts on this computer come and go, but that's the point, right? Is I don't have to abandon the entire platform to do a single upgrade. And that's what frustrated me with them, and that's why I left them. I have the old, I have the last MacBook with a DVD burner in it, and it still runs. It's a tank. Still runs like, it's great.
2010, right?
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know how 8 years of shows with that thing, dropped 100,000 times, has I don't know how many carved up scratches on it, but still it'll power on right now, and it won't bat an eye at it. Can't keep the battery in it to save its life, but
this is going out. This is going out to Zookeeper. He says bun apple. Bun apple, but don't
except for iPhone.
Don't bun iPhones.
Guilty.
I've been thinking of switching to iPhone.
I actually run both. So and this is back to the same thing. From race car world, the Android phone is much more capable than the iPhone. Same problem, just in a whole different category.
Yeah, I don't know what Apple's priority is when it comes to their professional creatives compared to the consumers. But I'll tell you that if you look at both of those markets, you look at the professional creative, I mean, Librarian nailed it. He's got a 09 and a 2015.
Mm-hmm.
That's 11 years. Am I doing this right? And 6 years old since he's bought a Mac. Okay, I bought a professional Mac. And that the life cycle I would say is right around 5 years or more for a professional creative to buy a new computer for their business services. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is it's always a pain in the ass when you get a new computer, no matter how easy they make the migration system over. There's always shit you got to do when you get a new computer, and it's always like getting into the new computer from the old one. There's always something, right? The migration, even though it gets simpler over the years, it's still an issue. But also, it's just the fact that shit is working, and we don't really see it as a cost-effective thing for our business to spend money on the new one every couple of years because it's got the new thing. If this thing is working for our business, then we're going to keep using it and get our money's worth out of it, because this is making us money for our business, right? It's a cost, it's an investment thing, a return on investment.
Network Operations Xerox says 5 to 7 years ROI on any electronics you invest in, right? And that includes
but
mixers.
The expected life is 3 years now.
I know.
The expected life on consumer electronics is 3 years, and so if we're putting 5 to 7 year demand on it, then why would a company want us as their top priority in clientele? Why would they not want Johnny Influencer who buys the new MacBook Pro as soon as it comes out just because they want to have it on camera when they're posting on their Instagram?
Well, and that gets the sales.
Right.
It is what it is, right?
There's more of them
the guy
than
in the
us.
club.
There's more of them than us, and they're buying them a lot
The guy in the
faster.
club with a beat-up ass MacBook and 15 external drives connected to it, and it's been that way in the club in a smoke-filled room for 10 years. That's not what they advertise in the commercial, right?
It's not
Chuck the Bounty Hunter makes the
same
valid
note.
point, though. Chuck the Bounty Hunter is making the point that is the reason why I'm still Mac with my DAW is because of Core Audio, and Core Audio is is solid AF, man.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah,
that is.
And that's the thing that kills me when I look at the M1, which is never buy anything first generation Mac, just never. That's just a horrible idea to begin with. But I sit there and I look at it and I'm like, you're pretty. As soon as Ableton says it works without what's the friggin' translation program they've got? Sierra Stone.
Rosetta.
Yeah.
Is that run like a little VM or something, or is it like a
I
shell?
don't understand how it works.
Yeah, I don't
Ratfink would be a
understand.
person who,
Hypervisor.
if he jumps into the Zoom, he probably would be able to explain it better than a lot of us.
But the thing that also kills me about it, right? I went back on this earlier about like using low end Macs.
Magic, he says. Done.
Yeah, done. Magic. Bam. So I priced out a new Mac just for giggles, and I did what I always do. I max everything out to the greatest of great extents, right? I could buy my Honda Fit almost for the same amount of money as a new MacBook. Like it was just like $1,000 shy. I was like, damn. Like, okay, like I got a car loan for that. That's $9,000 I don't have to just throw down on a laptop.
Yeah, those configs are out of bounds, like way.
I haven't
way
even
out of
looked at them yet, and now I heard a number, and my eyes went like.
But on the desktop side, those little $600 Mac Minis look pretty freaking tasty. Have you guys seen those? Like it's like all the beef of the hardware in the flashy MacBook Pro, but it doesn't have the display. And it's it's just a little Mac Mini, right?
Is that all that NDI compatible? Could you like string them?
And you can,
There you
those things are like $700, $600 or something like that. Like, no, like, okay. Like, made me look at the M1 in a different light. Like, I might, that might be my first M1 thing.
Give it a year, wait for Gen 2 to come out, and then go get them all off eBay for $100 a pop.
Right. But obviously it's not happening anytime soon. I have no need for M1 in my life right now. That's just going to cause more complications.
I was about to say, at this point, I'm scared to introduce new things into the ecosystem. I'm barely hanging on with what I got here all the time, trying to kind of keep everything and get it up and keep improving, right?
At this point, I hate all computers equally. Is all I got to say, dude.
And then you get to go on the other side of the production spectrum. MSI is putting out those crazy fucking laptops with the 30 series video cards in them.
I have like a 1070 MSI, and I've run 1080 60 Twitch streams. Did OBS, record box, the whole works on a single laptop, and that was just a 1070 MSI gaming laptop with a 30 series in it. You can just do whatever you want anywhere. You're good. Yep. You can just DJ, the whole works.
I want to be respectful of my man Matty B's time, so I want to cover one more topic before we get into his. I
was gonna say I'm running. I have an RX 580, and I'm running OBS and Serato and Ableton and Premiere all at the same time.
Yeah, all off the same machine, right? No issue.
With Ryzen 2600 RX 580.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, those Ryzen processors are the truth. That's gonna.
They are, man.
We got that Zen one next.
Yeah.
Give me a Zen and a 3080.
Let's go to the next topic here. This is something, since we're talking about Mac, this is perfect. Apple fixes a bug that prevented some older MacBook Pros from charging. Says download macOS 12.2.1 as soon as you can if your Mac won't charge. 1 week after pushing macOS 11.2 to the public, this is Big Sur, Apple has released 11.2.1. Spotted by Apple Insider, the update includes a single change, but it's an important one. If you own an older MacBook Pro, some people with 2016 and 2017 models recently found that older 2016 and 2017 is older. This is like this is the dialogue I'm talking about. All right. That's a fucking new computer, if you ask me. In any case, some people with 2016 and 2017 models recently found that a bug prevented them from charging their computer's battery. Apple says the patch resolves that issue. You could download the update manually by opening the system preferences pane, blah, 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 beebity boo. So, that's a pretty fucking big oversight. You install this update and your battery fucking stops charging. Oh my goodness.
Oh fuck.
That's a big old oof from the fucking. How did that one get past them? Jeez Louise.
Because they're all on the latest and greatest, man. Who's got a 2016 floating around to test on? Come on.
Yeah, right. Who's going to test it on 2016?
Probably is that they all have virtual machines, clones of their machines that they test against. Is going to be my guess. They've released it to the wild and went, "Oops, this battery thing we didn't foresee." I mean, my company, we've got a mass load of test bed products that we have to run, and they're physical products that we run all of our apps and games off of, because virtual testing bit us like that once. It was just like it's cheaper to go out and buy them on eBay and just have them locked and loaded and ready
to go.
Yeah. It was actually the biggest pain when the pandemic happened is we had to distribute all the devices to, multiple different employees to be like, okay,
double up or triple up in some case, right?
Well, no, it wasn't. It was just more like, okay, you're in charge of, XYZ, you're in charge of this, so it's like.
You're in charge of the Samsung tablets.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, all right, who's got the Chromebook? Oh, the Chromebook,
Graphic making a good point in the chat right now says Ryzen is not supported in Record Box, and I ran into some glitches and returned it for an i7. So while Ryzen being strong processor, like in conjunction with even a GTX video card that can do our NVENC, RTX preferred, it would be great for streaming, not necessarily great for your DJ software. So now it's more about the tool for the job, so to speak.
i7's here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which went back to like my whole idea of just building a streaming PC, where I thought it would be, because PCs were notoriously cheap to build. Yeah, no, it was like
they are not.
Yeah, no,
not what you need. And
Yeah, exactly.
especially right now, we're all doomed. If you want to build anything from a video card perspective, with Bitcoin being over $40,000 and climbing, and people seeing 300% profit within the last year in that field, we're all doomed from a video card perspective for a very, very long time.
That's a very valid
Sorry
point.
to say that.
That's a
Sorry
very
to
valid
say
point.
that.
Those video cards
Grim
are
Reaper
doing
over
something
here.
that doesn't involve video at all.
Nope. That's where they're going. All of them are going.
Yep.
I bet you we're probably getting, well, you see people like Joshua Carl over here who managed to grab one right at the very beginning of the fiasco. Probably 5 to 10% are actually going to people who use them for games or actually anything else. I would say 80-90% of it's just mining, crypto mining, nothing else.
That's insane.
Yo,
Yeah,
Ice Breaks, I feel you on the 2 MacBook setup, one for streaming and one for your DJ software. It's actually a solid setup for streaming.
I was gonna say, welcome to my setup. That's awesome.
That's a solid setup for streaming. And honestly, for professional video presentation, it'll look great. It's not until you start looking for exclusive features in software and plugins for OBS Studio that you start running into an issue. And also, when you start running into an issue is when you really start taxing your GPU. And the Macs will just grind to a halt, which will idle your i whatever processor, and then that's when all havoc breaks loose and it turns into built-in time stretch and all kinds of other crazy sounding and looking things that appear on the screen.
The funny thing is that like I didn't know how neutered OBS was on a Mac until I saw it on a PC. And then I was like, wait, you've got all these features? What the F?
Yeah, it's totally dialed down.
Right? Well, because it's literally like an open source thing, so people are developing stuff for it. And sure, there's a quality control to it to a certain degree, but some of these plugins, man, I am installing them knowing full well that it's just gonna fucking hose my shit, and I'm gonna have hours of fucking backing out to make it work again, right?
Oh, God.
And so, there's all of that.
Man,
Thanks for reminding me. I'm doing a scene backup right now.
I installed a NVIDIA plugin at some point in time trying to get a iPhone to work, and that thing infected my machine like no one's business. Like I'm still finding it in places I didn't even know.
Sorry to cut you off. Didn't mean to do
No,
that.
go for it.
My bad. Ice Breaks. I see the conversation going on in the chat, and I want to chime in on that. Ice Breaks. That's actually not a bad practice with the Mac OS, in my opinion. For the longest time, and actually still pretty much now, on my professional Mac machine, the one that I use for business or whatever you want to call it, that machine, the operating system gets updated to the latest version of the build that it shipped with, and then no further than that. So if it ships with 10 point whatever, I go to 10 point whatever, and then stop there. I don't go beyond that build or a build that shipped with a different computer. And it's pretty decent practice to stick with that. And just hold off on the updates. You definitely don't want to put Big Sur on a 2011 MacBook Pro, even if it just skates in the minimum system requirements. You might be able to, get minimum system performance out of it. But if you're relying on that machine for professional use, you're better off using the OS that came out of the box with it. So good practice there. What up, Spire? How you doing, sir?
I go one. So I'll go into one version beyond it, but that's as far as I'll go.
That's usually fair. It's usually fair. I wouldn't disagree with that.
I've bought a few up to the 10. I did all the way till it locked me the hell out of it. I don't even know what version that is. You probably know with your 9 to your right there, Mr. Librarian, but I don't remember what it is.
I want to say that you can either go to Snow Leopard or
Leopard.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's funny on the topic of updating, because the 2015 I don't have necessarily full control over, and they updated it and took it all the way to Big Sur, and it actually fixed a lot of problems. Now I'm still waiting to see how all my Adobe products work on it, but we'll see.
One
so
thing
far,
that I usually get concerned about with major updates like Big Sur are my third-party audio unit plugins.
Yep.
For DAW I use Logic Pro for my Logic Pro software. There could be a plugin that I love to use that's not even being developed anymore, right?
Yeah.
And that plugin's now hosed. And nobody's ever going to fix it, right? Like it's gone for good, right?
That's how I lost Camel Crusher and the Equalizer. It's the one that emulates the Akai sampler.
Yep.
I lost that in Big Sur. Womp.
Yep. I believe it. Apple has purchased rights to the Camel Fat stuff. They have it in their native plugins now. Fat effects with the PH.
Camel Fat was one of the best plugins.
Dude, that plugin is so good. I really, really love that plugin actually. Then the fat that they brought to Apple is definitely fat as fuck. It's dope. It puts some meat on the sound for sure. I love it. Somebody coming in hot. Who do we got coming in? Let's see. We're gonna go too hot for Twitch for just a second. Someone with the soundtrack. I love it. It's like Chuck the Bounty Hunter.
Be careful. I'll start playing house music.
Right.
Appreciate it.
All right. I got Chuck in the house. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, sir?
Oh man.
He's connecting his audio still. We prematurely sent that shout out.
What up, Chuck?
DJ Audio 1 subscribing in, blessing us.
Yeah.
10 months. Nice. PH with a P, fat with a PH. You know it, bro. Yo, Audio 1, one of the original folks in the Zoom for this show, almost a year ago now. We're coming up on 11 months. It's almost been a year since my last haircut. And you can watch some of the VODs from way back then of us trying to figure it out together. And for those that don't know, Audio 1 has been going through a really tough time since the beginning of the year. My man had a stroke live on stream. And wouldn't you know, he rated out, which is amazing. It's a testament to your devotion to Sparkle Motion. Donnie Darko reference to anybody who didn't catch that. But no, seriously though, my man Audio 1 is recovering from a stroke, and it was a serious situation, and we're really reaching out to him. We've been purchasing shirts as giveaways, and we have a !A1 command in the chat. There it is. Booyah. Please help out my man Audio 1 right now, because not only did his entire livelihood flip upside down last year, then his entire everything got taken away from him in the beginning of this year. And it's absolutely incredible recovery story in the making right now is the way I want to see it. And shouts out to my man Audio 1. Anything y'all can do to help him out, that'd be huge. Big up Adagio, 100 biddies. Appreciate you, man. Adagio's a huge supporter of this channel. All right, let's keep on cruising. So that new update promises to fix that. Let me post the link to that in the chat. Y'all can probably Google, or already Googling it if you have that issue. But honestly, like, a lot of y'all who are Serato users should not be on Big Sur right now.
Nope.
That's a big no-no.
So here's the question with that update, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you updated your Mac, your battery died. How are you gonna fix it?
Well, if you plug it in, you should still be able to run off the AC.
Starting to take off.
But Macs aren't the best off of powering up with no battery.
No. So it's just that it won't necessarily charge, but will still connect as an AC.
Still connect. Okay,
yeah,
that's
right.
Cool.
Right. The only reason I know the problem is because we discovered it on my wife's machine.
Oh, lovely.
It was like we unplugged it, and it was like, why is your battery at 0? It's been plugged in all day.
All right, let's bring this up real quick here because we're running close to time for Matty, so I want to be respectable of his time. This is, we're going to watch this real quick before we get into it.
Jesus.
Yes. So 2 minutes of your time, folks. This is my man Matty B rocking a sexy sexy T-shirt, I must say. And here is a title from, or here is a video that he recently posted on YouTube. If I can get it out of my mouth, the title is "Why Your Twitch DJ Stream Doesn't Need a Discord Server." Let's hear what he has to say.
Starting to take off. You're getting consistent viewers. You got some followers, and even a sub or two. What better way to bring everyone together and create a community than make a Discord server, right? Right. What is happening, everyone? Matty B here again with the beers and the beats, and this is another episode in the series where I give tips to the beginner Twitch DJ streamer. And speaking of streams, you can check out my stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Link below. Today, we're going to talk about Discord and whether you need to make a server for your Twitch DJ stream. Of course, it goes without saying that these are just my opinions based upon my experience. There are always exceptions, and something that didn't work for me may very well work for you. So what is Discord anyway? In their own words, Discord is an invite-only place with plenty of room to talk. Discord servers are organized into topic-based channels where you can collaborate, share, and just talk about your day without clogging up a group chat. For us old-timers, I equate Discord to being a real-time forum and a chat room rolled into one. It's a useful tool for creating and keeping in touch with the community. So that sounds awesome, right? Kind of. For as many DJ streamers that there are on Twitch, there's almost as many Discord servers. Almost everyone has a Discord server, and therein lies the problem. Everyone has a Discord server. At one point, I was in dozens of different Discord servers, all dedicated to DJ streaming on Twitch. Which sounds cool in theory, but in practice, it's a dozen different places with all of the same people, all talking about the same things. How many different servers do I really need to be in where I keep posting the same pictures of my dogs and my food? The Discord space has become oversaturated, and I know this from personal experience because I made a Discord server. When my channel started growing, I felt that I needed to create a Discord server in order to create a community. But honestly, there's nothing that gets discussed in my server that can't be discussed in any of the other bigger, more active servers. I really don't need my own Discord server, and neither do you. I can think of 2 or 3 servers where actual discussions happen. All of the rest are dumping grounds for people to do their Discord drive-by. I'm live now. And if you don't know what a Discord drive-by is, you can watch this video where I explain ways not to advertise your Twitch DJ stream. So my advice, find one of the active servers and join that. Don't create another server that's just a dumping ground for everyone to spam the same bullshit to. There's already enough and we don't need more. But what do you think? Do you think everyone should and deserves their own Discord server for their DJ stream? Or should we have a couple large ones where everyone goes to? As always, make sure to do that YouTube stuff if you feel like it. Big shout out to our patrons. Check out all the social links down below. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Yo, that's what's up, man. Super dope. Let me get the Zoom back up in the mix here. They're on mute. They're on timeout mute. There they are. Okay.
Hey, we're out of timeout.
So we were on mute and I couldn't listen to the video? What the shit is that?
You bunch of gabbies over here. I had to bring her down so my man Matt's voice can get through.
I've heard that like 400 times. I can probably recite it to you.
So first thing I want to do is plug the 916 Junglist Discord in the chat.
Yes.
There's a Beers and Beats Discord too.
So make sure you join our Discord.
Can we just talk about that Discord link not working?
It doesn't work? That's
No.
amazing.
Your invite expired.
By default, Discord makes an invite link one person and one click only. And if you don't know how to go out and change that, you're going to send that to whoever knows how many people. And they're all going to be like, well, tough shit.
Yeah, you just going to change it to permanent or whatever it is.
I thought I did. I think I've done
Who
that
was
before.
it?
Eddie Adul
Someone
subscribing 10 months at tier 1. Man, the 10-month subs are rolling in today. That's
Nice,
what's up, man.
That is good stuff,
that's
dude.
dope.
Really good stuff. Shouts, Eddie.
10 months ago was when we really started to uptick here at the channel. I was doing more of starting to see this as an avenue for, communication. It wasn't necessarily this yet. It was more Street Fighter, but I was understanding the Twitch thing, right, at this point. So that's what's up. We're not quite a year that, in 2 months is when it actually hit affiliate, in middle of March is when I actually or end of March is when we actually hit affiliate.
You and I were still discussing many things Twitch early on in the game last year at this time.
Yeah, this year I was right around this time I was building Street Fighter arcade sticks and trying to get better at Guile, and the second part hasn't happened yet, but the first part is done.
I just kicked the radio station over to Twitch per Mr. Billy Lane's suggestion at the end of January. So February was really Sugar Shack's first kind of full month on Twitch. Just a nice, stable, long 24/7 month. So thanks, Billy, for that, for the talk and just kind of the ideas, man.
Right after Deep ditched YouTube is when I came over to Twitch too.
But so Gabe is saying his 12 month is in 2 weeks. Do I have my math off? Am I really going to hit 1 year in 2 weeks? Because you were one of my first subs, Gabe, if not my first. I don't know where's your first badge at. Maybe I'm just not seeing it.
Well, so that would have been 12 months would have been, yeah.
That's fucking crazy, yo.
It's February. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wild.
That's fucking crazy. 11 months. 11 months, 23, Entity, there you go. Entity was my first sub. There you go. There's my first badge. There's the founder badge.
Wow.
So Entity was my first sub. Big up Entity. 11 months, 23 days, and 21 hours. God damn.
I would say that. So I think you started like the DJ stream somewhere mid-Feb, man.
I'm like a week away then.
Yeah, I think that's right. Because like you said, affiliate was March, but you were doing DJ streams obviously before affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, mid-Feb, man.
That's crazy. Let me,
hell yeah, man. Cheers, dude.
We got somebody coming in the Zoom right now. My man Ratfing's coming in. If you guys want to talk about stats, we recently just hit 3,500 followers. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Right on.
I appreciate y'all. And we have accumulated 33,054 views so far.
Sweet.
Big up.
Nice.
That is awesome stats, man. Congrats, dude. Hard work, dude. Hard work this is. So big ups to you, man.
For sure.
Imagine what it'll be when you do your 12-hour.
Shoot.
I heard he was going to do a 48, man. That's what I heard.
According to Dizzy, all you need is wine and kebabs and you're good.
Oh, kebabs.
And I mean, that dude gets to like, what, 38 hours?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I want to know what Gouda's secret is. Like,
he said eating well and yoga. And on the other spectrum, Dizzy's like, no Gouda, you drink wine.
I don't know what I would do.
I'd fall asleep.
I would do whatever I could to make it as entertaining as possible. And it might involve hallucinogenic drugs and a lot of trippy lights.
Man like Deep says he's 26. That's his secret. And damn right, that's his secret.
So it's hallucinogenic drugs, trippy lights, and then cameras all over the room that the chat can control. That would probably be my like 6 of my 24 hours.
But I mean, you would probably have the needle in like the center of the record for 12 hours. Like, this is the best song ever.
This is the best song.
I got an idea for you, Billy.
You know what's funny is we got a sub during Magoo's sleeping stream, by the way. That was fucking hilarious.
It's creeper trophy right there.
Right. Go ahead, Raph. You were saying, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just saying I got something for your marathon stream. So there was this artist that set up a live feed where you could shoot him with a paintball, like automatically through the chat.
What? That'll keep you awake.
Yeah.
So like if I start to doze off, you can just fucking hit me with a paintball and
the problem if you
One's
Google
in the
it,
chat.
if you Google it, it's you'll see that it's actually kind of depressing because it was like over like months. Yeah, it was pretty sad. But yeah, anyway.
That's how I first started going down the road of like turning my actual lights off. And when I was researching that, I was coming across people that were doing like start my popcorn machine, or one guy attached a electric leaf blower above his head, and when someone redeemed it, it turned the leaf blower on, and just all his papers and all his shit just went all over the place. And he's just like, what the fuck? And it's like, of course it's not held right, so it's like doing the fire hose thing, just going all over the room.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. And I'm like, well, I don't want that, but I want something interactive.
I want that.
It's even better when the engineering is subpar.
You get a dunk tank is what you need.
Kind of want that. So Matty, great video, by the way.
Well, thank you.
And I agree with what you're saying in regards you don't need to create a Discord. I think that I would expand on that by saying if you did create a Discord, you also have to moderate it in a fashion that invites discussion and not over promotion.
Yeah, and I think something I said in the video is at the end, I was like, should people be allowed to make a Discord? Of course, everyone should be allowed to. That's without saying.
Right.
But is it worth your time to have a Discord? 4-follower Andy, is he gonna? What's that really going to accomplish?
Not a whole lot.
And I think everyone has the mindset. They all have the good intentions of I want this community. It's going to be great. But then you see other servers that have thousands of people, and you got 6 people talking. So what are you going to be able to do differently than this other guy who has hundreds, thousands of people in his server, and he can't keep that interesting?
I would say that if you were the guy or girl in town that in the early 2000s you had the local message board, then you are the right person for a Discord server. Or if you were the person who's has been actively moderating a Facebook group for the past 5-10 years.
There it is. That's what I was thinking too.
Then
That
you're
is exactly what I was
probably
gonna
the
get to.
right breed of person to moderate a Discord server, where you have this good balance of maintaining a certain expectation from the people there, while also not coming across as like the over authority position when it comes to like what content is allowed in this forum, so to speak, right? What's the word you want? I don't want to use the word, but you know what the NAZ word. If you're not going to be over doing it when it comes to moderating, but at the same time you're not going to be completely hands off and let everybody with any kind of a hustle throw their shit up in the channel. Am I getting close here?
I get you.
Okay.
I think you're getting close, but it's also that like the level of. I mean, I'm sure every local area had it with the Facebook groups for DMB, but it'd be like, DC, DMB, and it would just be a promotion page or just be full of live stream videos of, people doing their thing. And I felt like that's the way a lot of Discord servers became.
Yes. And I think when I joined the 916 Facebook page, I specifically remember you making a post like, this isn't going to be just your link drop off. Keep it interesting.
Right. I actually moderate a Facebook group for local DJs in Sacramento. It's called the Sacramento DJ Alliance. And we have about 400 members and about 700 member requests. It's a private group that's a vetted process. And so it's turned into this group where there's actually more people that want to be in the group than are in the group, because it's all just a bunch of, where they're going to be that person, right? And that one is very, very strict, because I don't know about you, but DJ Facebook groups can turn into nothing but everyone sharing their hustle, right? And there's no engagement.
Or people shitting on what you use for equipment.
Yep. Sure.
It's always going to go those two ways.
Yeah, your cable management or whatever the fuck that shit is. Yeah, so my point though is that like we purposely created this group as a point of discussion, and so we made it we went overboard on it really and said, look, if you want to go spam your shit somewhere else. We're only doing discussion in this channel, and it's been an amazing thing, and it's still going to this day, and I love it. But in my opinion, when it comes to something that's less of a collection of the minds and without any kind of growth per se to a certain degree beyond the regional level, you're going to have to look at things more of like, yeah, maybe some spam is okay, right? Maybe some of you reminding us of what you're doing is okay. But also remember to stop by and share a piece of information that's interesting and relevant to the discussion as well, or maybe even provide some commentary on anybody who's trying to bring discussion to the table in a group. I think that's really important. What do you guys think?
Sugar Shack Radio was you know, originally we didn't have a good chat room home. So this was over a year ago. And back to what you're saying with the Facebook groups, right? So I moderate 3 Sugar Shack groups. I moderate like the main artist page, the actual station page, and then the DJ backend page, all of that stuff, right? The drama spills over into all those groups just from that social media platform, no matter what you do. So we made the move to Discord well over a year ago, but recently I've taken the examples from all of you lovely people and started building channels and trying to bun Facebook. So we're getting close there. It actually does something a little different than I don't see in a lot of places, in the fact that it's directly linked with the Twitch channel. And then, so if you talk in Twitch, it just relays to Discord. Or you talk in Discord, it relays to Twitch. There is no difference between the two. And so, but that's kind of the point, right? It's just the chat room for the radio station.
Speaking of the chat room, what's happening, Raiders? How you doing? Darth Vader coming in.
Vader, what up,
raiding
man?
in with a proper raid. Big up Mama Fader. Big up Savages D. Big up Noobtastic Gaming. Jeff Butler coming in here. Coming in hot, my man DJ Darth Vader. Exclamation point Zoom in the chat if you want to jump in the Zoom. Exclamation point list if you want to see some of the chatbot commands. If you're a sub, you have a little avatar walking around down below. This is called DJs Not DJing. And basically what it is a weekly show. We meet up every Wednesday and we talk a little shop. We talk about the experiences that we've had in our streams. We talk about new technology and news in our space. We get kind of nerdy. We get kind of memey, and we have a good time with it.
Sometimes we fall asleep.
Sometimes we fall asleep.
I will say, big up Brooklyn. I from an artist perspective, I don't have a Discord server. She gave me an awesome home on hers, and that's kind of what I've been doing. Back to what Beers and Beats is saying. From an artist perspective, I don't really have an interest in kind of maintaining a Discord channel. I kind of just live in everyone else's.
Yeah, it's so much easier.
I like it that way, to be honest, man. I don't really want to moderate from an artist perspective. The chat room when I'm live and Twitch feed, that's enough for me.
So right now we're talking with Matty B. Matty B, we just watched a video. He was talking about how a lot of folks everywhere are talking about how if you're going to be streaming, you also need a Discord. If you're going to be streaming, you also need a Discord. And his argument is that if your Discord is nothing but a haven for, what did you call it? The Discord drive-by?
I call it the Discord drive-by.
I love that. I love that.
They're not... They don't add anything to any of the other channels. They just go into the live now, dump their shit, and get out.
Even and yeah, see, that kind of thing right there is not getting anything done. First of all, you're not going to get any traction on your stream from that shit. Like, there's
when everybody's advertising, nobody's advertising, because then you got hundreds of just watch me now, watch me now, watch me now.
Right.
And I made another video about how not to advertise, and that was one of them. My argument is, if someone wants to watch their stream, you're gonna pop up on followed channels no matter what.
Right.
So if they really want to watch you, they'll see you there, or they'll know your schedule. So just dumping it into Discord is useless. And then if you only have a Discord for people to dump their links into, what's the point?
Now, if you are actively moderating your Discord and inviting discussion and maybe even creating an engaging discussion with topics and things like that, I feel like then you're doing yourself a good service by having a Discord. I would also like to say that it's not necessarily Discord. Like, Discord isn't the magic potion. The reason that Discord works can happen on any platform. It's anywhere where we're already meeting up and the conversation continues after the live stream is over. That could be on Twitter, that could be on Facebook, that could be on Discord, that could be, you know, anywhere. It could be on AIM, you know what I mean? Like, it could be, it's anywhere where the conversation it could even be in the chat in Twitch after the stream goes offline. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's like wherever that conversation is happening is the point. If that conversation is not happening on Discord, then I 100% agree that having a Discord is completely pointless. It's just a waste of...
Bring back ICQ.
It's still my instant message notifications, my old ICQ sounds.
Well, what Billy just said there, you get like the Chatterly app or something, right? Your chat room.
Fader, get in this, man. Where you at?
It's live, man. So
let him in. I gotta get out of here. I got a stream to do.
Later, man. Have a good stream,
Matty
man.
B, I appreciate your time. Outstanding video. Please keep keep making
you.
more of those videos. Make sure y'all follow him on YouTube.
like,
I'm gonna throw a link to that video
sorry,
in the chat right now. Actually, let me do that.
Yeah,
Make
like
sure
you
you
said
follow-
earlier, you're looking at like the mid to like the upper echelon of streamers. I'm thinking of like the guy that's like, I want to stream. What do I do?
Right.
Google's
sure.
like,
For sure.
should I do a Discord? What software do I need? Like and really quick videos, not like 30 minutes of, well, back in my day, it's just, should you make a Discord? No, probably not. It's not worth your time right now. So that's what I'm looking for to go with that. All those videos, just the beginner streamer wants a quick answer, doesn't need a bunch of bullshit.
You gotta beef them up to 10 minutes so you can run those ads.
Yeah, I'm not even monetized. I don't give a shit.
That's why you
Fader, I
stream
don't see you in
together
the
in
waiting
a
room.
chapter.
There you are.
then.
There he is. Let's see.
No, Matty, I respect that because I watch so many videos where like you'll never guess whatever, and then it takes 40 minutes to get to that one thing that they need to say.
Yeah, and it's
I
just skip through, skip until you
Yeah,
find the
that's
guy
better.
that just goes, "Hey, this is what you want to hear."
Right.
Boom.
Um,
Okay, but yeah, for real, Daedalus is waiting for me. I'm out of
Later,
here.
man.
Okay.
Good
Hey,
luck
thank you
to
so much for your
See
time,
you, my
Matty B,
friend.
Beers and Beats, PDX. Appreciate you, bro.
See you out there.
I'll be
friend.
back next week.
Word up. I love it.
No, it's a solid point because I was sitting there. I mean, after Man Like Deep killed his Discord, I definitely had some deep thoughts on it. And I think the hardest part is I just have to pull all the stuff off and then wedge it back onto my blog. I took the Discord as more or less an extension of blog, but as a way to open up a deeper conversation that then never got much traction. And I'm just like, like if I'm really going to talk, I'm going to go over and be on the DMB, or be on your Discord.
Dude,
Yeah,
Discord
so-
has become a place for my anti-Facebook friends to hang out and meme each other. And honestly, like I do copy pasta some stuff over to Discord that I am also promoting on other social networks now. And I have no shame in saying that. But I am finding that and it might just be because of the size that it is. I mean, we're looking at under 200 still in the 916 Discord. And there's still like a decent conversation to promotion ratio going. There's definitely plenty of promotion happening as well. But I see those who are promoting their stuff also adding to conversation and welcoming people who are coming in and things like that. So right now, I would say that if I was to make any changes, I would probably start consolidating the promotional posts into its own place and just like have it all be over there, and you can just choose not to look at it. And then that way all of the discussion stays central to the general conversation tab of the 916 Discord.
Another great point you made, Billy, was what you just said. So I've got a lot of people, again, with your no Facebook, right? So DJs who don't have Facebook, if you're, we were like an all Facebook platform. So all of the data, everything to get on the station, all that stuff was there. So thanks to Discord, like you're saying, man, I've been able to reach out to a lot of people who don't want to be on Facebook or don't want to have to be on a social media type platform other than Discord. And even Discord might be a stretch for them, but it seems like that's a lot more convincing than trying to convince them to go to join a Facebook group or something else for information, at least from a radio station standpoint or like a DJ group standpoint, right? They all seem so kind of anti-post or anti-blog or anti-social media to some point, and then you get them on like an IRC type thing. You say, hey man, this is fancy IRC, or this is fancy AIM.
That's what Discord reminds me of. It reminds me of
There's no
IRC.
ads. There's no algorithm tracking what you're searching and then throwing
your reach is 100%. Like you're
exactly.
Yeah,
right,
and it's as long as they didn't mute your shit, which I've got all your guys' servers muted, just so you know.
What a dick. Can I I jumped on my stream earlier to end to like come in here to like vehemently disagree with what Matty B posted for several reasons.
Okay, let's go.
Oh.
Let's hear it.
Like,
Let's hear it. By the way,
Wait,
sexy shirt, by the way.
Yeah,
like that.
Yes.
Can you get the Fader? Can you break out the good mic for this, maybe?
No. Is it bad?
No, it's not.
No,
bad.
it's
You're
all
fine.
right.
All right.
Now I'm excited
game.
because the only reason I came was to argue with Fader.
Oh, good. Yeah. You know what? Fuck this shirt. You know, fuck you guys. I'm out. Here's the first thing, right? If you belong to a crew, to a group, a larger thing, like say you're repped with like fucking proper, you know, this or drum and bass, or you're involved in the 916 Junglist channel, like on the regular or whatever, that is a good reason, and I'll agree with Matt, to not have your own personal Discord. If you are crewed up and linked up with shit like that, that's a good reason to not have a Discord. However, there are several DJs like myself and other guys that are navigating this Twitch platform and whatnot that are not affiliated with some kind of crew. So you are in one of your own thing. So what Discord will allow us to do, because our days may very well be numbered on this platform, Twitch, at any given point in time. So in this 2,000, 3,000 followers that we've amassed in over these last few months, that's how they know to get in touch with us. Now, I'm sure that the amount of people that are active in my personal Discord, as opposed to my follow ratio, are like, I have 5% maybe, you know what I mean? Like I've got maybe like 40, 50 people, you know, in my, I don't know, maybe 100, maybe, I don't know, I would buy 100 maybe. No, I have 100 and...
Well, think about Discord is it's real time. So the more active your Discord gets, the more that you need to be there to see it happen, or else it just happens without you. Because you're going to come back to a channel that's had 500 messages since you were last there, and you ain't trying to scroll through all that shit.
I have maybe about 200 something on my Discord, and almost 3,000 like followers. So about 10, you know, about 10%. Think of it that way. Mm-hmm. Those 10% people that are there are in there posting shit all the time. Right. And it isn't necessarily about like, so this is a way for people to follow and stay in touch with me if I leave and go to another platform. If I go and if I like start, say fucking Mixcloud gets their shit together and we all fucking start migrating over there. At least these people that are in Discord are my like 200, 300, whatever core people are like, hey, you guys, we're moving the fucking shit over to Discord now. Like, I mean, to Mixcloud now. At least I've already got this community-based thing that's not dependent upon just one platform. I've got like 2,000 followers on fucking Instagram, and none of them are on, like hardly like 1% of them are on Twitch.
I'm gonna I'm gonna be Matty B's defense for him, because I know
I was supposed to be me.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, Raffing doesn't like our bromance, so yes. So okay, let him do it.
So no, I don't completely disagree by any means. I think there's valid points.
I don't completely disagree with Matt either. I was just trying to cause drama.
No, I already told him. So it's too late.
Good.
But you know, Discord, you really want to think about it more as like a topic more than a person, right? So if it's a place where people can go and interact and it's big enough, yeah. So that could be a person if the person is big enough, right? But you wouldn't want to just be like, I'm a small time DJ, I have 3 people watching me on my stream, let's build a Discord community, because it's not going to happen, right?
Right. So what I view it more as a community message board, as more of a cork board over here that my people start fucking doing Twitch clips, they start fucking posting memes, they start posting pictures of recipes and food, like, you know,
what Matty's argument is because all of us are doing Discord servers, it turns into all of us promoting our shit in everybody's Discord servers. And so that's counterproductive to the whole point, and nothing really gets done. And so in your situation, what you're describing, Matty doesn't disagree with. He says that if you can build that community in your Discord server, then that's what Discord is for. But his argument was that if your Discord is nothing but other DJs promoting their streams,
I got you.
Then you're not doing yourself a service by even having that channel up.
But then you're not doing your community as a service by like policing or moderating or creating the content within that platform to go and do it anyway.
To provoke,
so
so
if you're not if you're not allowing the community to be a community in there, if you're only letting it be a haven for fucking people to come on and be like, hey guys, I'm going live in 5 minutes, like I don't allow that shit on my Discord. Nobody even fucking does that in my Discord.
What I have noticed, and this sounds kind of silly, but this is something that I've done with Facebook groups and message boards and Discord servers and things like that. This sounds kind of silly, but I kind of just set an example. Like if I'm just in there promoting my shit and doing nothing but promoting my shit, that's what everybody else is gonna fucking do. But if I'm in there asking tough questions, if I'm in there trying to create discussion, if I'm in there having a laugh and posting funny shit that I find on the internet throughout the day, and then I'm setting an example as to what I want that channel to be, and people who are smart enough to pick up on that are going to follow along with that. And so that's my strategy when it comes to encouraging discussion without completely discouraging promotion, but understanding that oversaturation of promotion does more harm than good.
Yeah.
That's go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so basically everybody that said something on this is right, because they're all looking at it like from different angles, right? But it's all really based on like how many people, right? And so I don't think Discord is a place where you start anything, right? You bring your community, right? But that could be any platform, right? But like, 916 Junglist was a thing, and then it was a Discord, and we had a community to bring over. Like Fader, you had people, you have following.
I had no one.
Really? At the very beginning?
I grew that from 0. So it's 200.
I mean,
it's nothing. But
no. You had it on Twitch first, is what I'm saying. You had people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were already,
a little bit, yeah. I streamed on Twitch for a little bit.
You've got years of DJ Darth Vader performing at events, and relationships that you've built, and a network that you've built.
That was 5 people on Twitch.
Okay. Okay.
I think Sugar Shack's
Fader's coming in swinging. I'm trying to say I agree with him.
It's just true. Like
fuck you guys.
No, not even a little bit. I'm just saying, like, I grew that from nothing. I'm no one. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I'm no one. Like, I've been trying to migrate my Instagram following to come to Twitch, and maybe 5 people came over. You know what I mean? Like, most of my viewers and shit from this platform grew from this platform alone. And this platform, Twitch, also has a symbiotic relationship with Discord. So to try and cut it off just because you don't want dickheads coming into your stream or into your Discord to promote themselves, then don't let them do that.
No, but you cut it off if you're not willing to put the time into your Discord.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the next thing out of my mouth was I saw people commenting that were like, I don't put enough effort into my Discord, so I'm probably going to get rid of it. Well, then, yeah, you probably should, because you like in life, in a lot of things, you get out of what you put into it. So if you're going to my community sits there and fucking chats with each other. I'm not even around. I'm not even streaming on that day, and they're in there fucking sending jokes and memes and all kinds of shit to each other, because that's what that fucking program, I feel, is made for.
Another thing too is I've got some group DMs going on in Discord that are fucking priceless, and I wake up and I look forward to that shit.
Fair to back you up, man. The thing you said earlier, so the Shack, the radio station, is founded on Discord, started from 0, right? And what you said about Twitch could be gone one day, right? We lost a bunch of different video platforms. We had all this crap with the station I went through before we finally landed on Twitch. And that's why I built Discord, was for what you're saying right there, is the video end of it. If it just disappears, well, then I've still got the station listeners, right? There's still a chat room. They're all still there. I can still communicate with them.
And you can shift platforms that way.
Right. Yeah, and now we're 3 platforms deep that way, right? Now one of them goes, it doesn't matter, right?
Hold on, you're agreeing with Fader, so he wants to argue with you.
Hey man, go with it.
I don't. What I'm saying is you're ride or die people. If you say, hey guys, we've got this Discord, make sure you guys join it. You can keep up with stuff when we're not online, when we're not streaming, like this, blah 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 blah. The people that join and sign up to do that, that those are the fucking people that are gonna follow you anywhere. So you want to harvest that relationship and build that environment that people want to be there. Plus, if you do shit that people can only see on Discord, my mom's in our chat right now, and she says pictures of when I was little. My mom posts embarrassing shit in
That's
my
amazing.
Discord of me all the time.
I love that.
So it's
send me that link.
Yeah, be a name.
Emotes incoming. Emotes incoming. We have affiliates with available slots. We're gonna make it happen.
Be in my stream, sir, and you can have the exclamation point Discord link.
That's the name of the game, though, man. Never be platform specific as an artist. All of your core model and everything you develop as an artist online should be able to be fluid and move to anywhere at any time, right? That way, no matter what happens, you're ready for it.
Yep.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not like what we're doing on this platform is we are that pirate radio. We are that rebel shit right now. Like, we're not supposed to be here.
Got to be ready to pack your shit up and move it at a moment's notice, right?
Tomorrow we could get cut off. Yeah. And where are you gonna be? Like, if you're, like the people that are on Twitch are cool, but like if they don't know offline, you're like, hey, we're starting Mixcloud or going over here, or we're fucking Foreplay or whatever the fuck that other DJ thing is trying to like upstart or whatever, then that would be fine. So to like instantly like turn people off of Discord, I would say don't do that. Like, think about what you want to use it for. If you like, and if you're crewed up with like the different little area regional shit, then that probably makes sense to not have
Puppy Tooth makes a valid point, but this is the hardest way to gain it. Puppy Tooth says if the platform doesn't really matter, if the socializing is what matters, then ultimately you would want them to go to your own website and have your website be the platform.
Exactly. Or have them all know that they can go there no matter what. And that's kind of how I've structured the radio station. It's its own relay. It just relays out to everything.
Yeah, the problem with right now is, since we're using Twitch as our streaming platform, and we talked about this last week, you start pointing people to 916junglist.com and it's embedding the stream into the website. They're not going to see this stream. They're going to see a silent purple rectangle that says, go to Twitch and watch this there.
So I've been testing that. That's actually 10%. I have sites like DMB Radio embeds, I embed. There's a couple of us who embed. The purple screen is few and far between for some. It depends if you are logged into Twitch on the browser or not. If you're logged into the Twitch on the browser, you almost never see it. If you're logged out, you almost always see it. There's some weird stuff to it. I have not figured out all of it yet. I started testing it with Shoebox because I hit him up because I've never seen it on his
counterproductive. So they're saying that you need to have a Twitch account in order to see this embedded content. And if you're just, Joe Passerby on 916junglist.com, now you're going to get a big
purple flag, right?
Now you're going to get a big purple flag because you don't have a Twitch account.
Well, here's something else I saw on DMV Radio Stream is now it's like, while you're watching the embed, it starts popping up a link in the middle of the screen where it's like, hey, click this to go to Twitch to watch this on Twitch.
Oh, I've never seen that
on Twitch.
That's a dick move.
Mike's instead of purple screening has now done that, where you get this little pop-up every once in a while on part of the screen that says, hey, you can watch this in Twitch right here. Click it.
Wow.
So, yeah, they're getting aggressive with it. The embeds are, but I mean, again, I've segregated out everything on this, and Mike's done the same thing. He's station player, everything else outside of Twitch. That embed's there, but there's 100 other ways to listen, right? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. But back to what you're saying, stay out. So we had this conversation before with the restream and everything else. Now you're getting back into, well, should I use Restream and start trying to hit all these platforms to make sure that I've got followers everywhere and I'm growing it everywhere? Well, I don't want to do that either. So what? There's got to be some
DJ
squishy middle here.
Sleazian, thanks for the follow. Dean's SB2000, thanks for the follow. Laser Streams, what up? Evan, big up 8 months of Prime, appreciate it. And the one and only DJ Darth Vader rating in, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate
that happen.
Yeah.
I gave the people a choice. I said, playing music. I said, I'm going to go in the 916 Junglist channel. So if you want to go and continue on a music channel, it's like put ones in the chat. If you want to go see me yell at some people, put fives in the chat.
There we go. All fives.
I like how you phrase
that. Fives. There was a lot of fives in that chat.
It was all ones, and he's like, I can't tell. Is that fives? All right.
Is that fives? It looks like fives to me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Raid.
I want to comment on just kind of like community building in general, and Deep had a good point. So it's really hard to build anything, just anything, not communities, but anything really from scratch, right? It's better to build on what already exists. And so like Vader, so what you did is you had Twitch and then you moved that over or gave them another place, right? But it's the same thing with like social. is it just in general, like if you try to pick the platform that you want to use, it's really hard to like start there. But if people that are in your channel are talking about Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and you just go to that one because they're already there, right? It's a lot easier to do that. And that's why I think Matty's point was it's really hard to start a Discord, especially from nothing, right? And
there's no way to stumble on that, right?
We literally all start at that same
And
place.
I think even more so, what is the loss that you might take by starting something? You don't pay for it,
right?
And it's a minimal time. And the way I sort of understand it is not too dissimilar than all you guys understand it. It's something. What in the devil's name is happening?
Stitch is in the potty? What is he doing?
Stitch, what are you doing, yo?
Oi.
You might have to go too hot for Twitch.
I'm in my kitchen.
Making all kinds of noise in there, Stitchy.
We're in the toilet cam right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not. You're in my kitchen here.
Okay.
Press 2 if you want him to flush.
Okay.
It's in the chat, y'all.
Why do you have a toilet in your kitchen? That doesn't.
You're not supposed to poop in the rice cooker, Stitchy.
You guys are crazy.
No. So yeah, Josh Gar, I see where you're coming from. You gotta build it somewhere, right?
Right. And you don't lose anything by just throwing it out there.
I disagree because so this is like when people gamers are like, well, I'm gonna stream on Twitch. Like I can do that. It's no problem, right? But what they don't realize is that it becomes a 24/7 job, right? Because you got to keep up on all your socials all the time, respond to people on like every platform.
And if you don't, you feel it, man. I can tell you after a year of trying to push this shit, they say take a week off and it's healthy, and I definitely agree. Take some time off if you're feeling the pressure. It's healthy and it's okay. But when you come back after a week gone, you definitely feel like they don't miss your content. They just go on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there isn't I don't know. There's no fucks giving when it comes to this shit. Like it's like, okay, I want to be entertained still. This person is no longer here, so what else is out there? Is kind of the mentality when it comes to this. It's not, oh, I miss this person, I wish they would come back, and you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. That's all there. But the reality is they're looking for entertainment, and they're just going to keep finding it, right?
So Catch 22 has a good point, but also a bad point. So I want to call that out
because it says that Discord can run itself. Like you don't have to be there to do it. You know what I mean?
But you have to have a community that can sustain it, though, right?
Right.
But you need to put the initial work in to get that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that's the whole thing. It's not the catch. Is it?
And it's not a lot. It's not a lot of work. Like building a website, learning how to do it or paying somebody how to do it. That's an investment of time, maybe even money and upkeep. I've never seen anybody pop up on my Twitch stream and been like, "Oh, I want to watch them." You know what? But they've been neglecting their Discord. I'm not going to watch them. I've never had that conversation with myself. So I think for somebody young, like if you're like, "Hey, listen, if you're starting this, start this and just get it set, secure the name, so in case hypothetically you do
want to use
well,
it later or whatever,
and you do start building community, you don't want to be DJ Smith 0003 because you decided to wait to sign up for this free thing. Nobody says you have to go all in on day one, but in the sense of branding and marketing, it's not a bad idea to secure whatever you can with your name on it, so you're not dealt a bad hand if it works out. If it doesn't, all you did was sign up for a Discord. You've lost nothing.
Here's something now. If we're gonna get into the specifics of the creating the Discord.
Billy, I just want to say before, I want to make sure we get some time to talk about Pixel Maniacs.
Yeah. Yes. Let's do that.
Make sure that's on.
It is on the agenda. It is. And
okay, good.
Yes, it is. So
why the hell you think I wore this shirt, Ratfink? I came to talk about Discord and bottle. No.
One thing that I would recommend, and I'm not a spitting image of Discord success. This is more coming from. I keep bringing it up, but because it reminds me of the same shit, but more coming from the message board era and the Facebook group situation when it comes to network building. But one thing that we did when we used to run this forum here in town called Black Locust, one mistake that we made early on was we created all of these sub forums for any topic under the sun, thinking that everybody was going to use these subcategories correctly, and it was going to be this amazing way of organizing all of this conversation. But what ended up happening was the actual conversation just took place in what was called the general section, and nobody really posted at all in the subcategorical sections in the forums. And I'm seeing this same mistake being made in Discord IMO. I see people that open up their Discord channels, they just get it going, they've got nobody in there, and you go in there, you're one of the first people to subscribe to their Discord channel, and these motherfuckers got 30 different topics going on the side of their fucking Discord with all these things under the sun, and you don't even know where you're supposed to post to say hi, or like where the conversation is taking place. You've got announcements in this thing, and you've got this conversation that's supposed to happen in this thing, and if you post this over here, it says that you're supposed to post it over there, and like all this shit is a deterrent. Like, we found out from the Black Locust days, fucking one board, general, and then create boards as needed. Escalate it up to a new channel if it fucking has to be there, but don't like create all of this shit ahead of time and confuse the hell out of the people coming in.
I gotta give you some shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Every time I go to the Discord for 916 Junglist, like for 30 seconds, I gotta think about which one I'm supposed to post in. I'm like, is this a general thing? Is this a DJ's not DJing? I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying,
it's
right?
exactly right. So see, here's the thing: DJ's not like the Inside the Ride and the DJ's not DJing. Those became channels where I was posting. Okay, DJ's not DJing. I use that as my notepad. When throughout the week, when I come across the link or I come across a bit of information that I think is topical, that I might put in on a rapid news fire or a rapid fire update, or might put it into the DJ's not DJing episode, or both. I will throw it up in the DJ's not DJing section. But that became just my own little scratch pad that kind of took off on its own. I didn't mean for that to happen.
I think you should rename it. I mean, like that's kind of another like side point on this, right? Is like people like you were saying,
or
like,
make it so that I can only post in it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
no, well, I mean, you can do that, but like you were saying, like if you're gonna set the example, right?
Right.
But part of that is also,
dude, for a longest time, the 916 Discord was just general. Like it was just general for the longest time, and it only happened towards the end of last year when Inside the Ride started getting busier and we needed more communications happening. And then everybody's asking Billy, "Where's the Zoom room? Where's the Zoom room?" Even though it's ! Zoom in the chat.
That was me for 6 months.
People still asking where the Zoom room link is, and so I created the Zoom room text channel just to post the Zoom room link every time.
Can I get that somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good to separate them, but also I think naming them and setting the right expectations, right? Like if you want that DJ's not DJing one to be about, potential topics that we could talk about,
right?
Then it should be DJ's not DJing topics. Otherwise, like when I go in there,
well, there's there's a way to make a category and then the channels itself. So like when you go into my shit, it's like, here are the announcements. This is when the posted schedule that doesn't changes. Anytime I like fucking add on to something or change or whatever, I post it in there. Then there's like a whole section for like just the community. That's like the general, like here's the memes, here's the food, here's some merch. Like if you guys get merch and want to take fucking pictures, like put it in here, like a whole like community fucking section. And then there's like a section where it's like my individual streams, because like it would be like DJ's not DJing, and like general or open chat or just links, or you could categorize it and organize it a little bit better. That way people can. It's not just like 50 channels all went down a thing. You know what I mean? It's like these drop down menus that are easier for people to digest.
I still think
I want to see that. It sounds like a lot to me. But I definitely want to see that. So let me, send me your info.
I still think when you go into a Discord, if it's just like general and maybe one other thing, those are the most appealing to me. I really have a hard time going into somebody's Discord channel and there's more topics than conversation. I immediately am just like mute. I don't want anything to do with this channel.
Okay.
See, like I took it as all the stuff that wasn't going to end up on the blog or on the YouTube. So it was like all the extra stuff, like me tearing apart, like, an old Technics turntable. And it was like, here's all the process shots of it. And like the bollocks, like the behind the scenes of that stuff. Right. Or like where I nerd out and I throw all my book reviews for all the DJ books I read.
I think all these answers are yes, by the way. Like all the applications, all the ways that we envisioned as a use for Discord would be, yeah, that's what it's there for, right? We just had our own interpretation of how to apply it, and we're taking that application and sharing it with our peers. I think it's a beautiful thing, first of all, and you guys are all awesome. But second,
gotta drop, guys. Have a good
put it in
night.
the chat, Rabboom.
Thanks.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for having
Hey,
me.
D-Rock.
Rock out of Dallas, Texas, with the text flex. Appreciate you,
Good to see you,
brother.
brother.
Text flex, yo.
You guys take it easy, man. See y'all soon.
Big
Later.
up, E-Rock. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all
See you
always,
tomorrow at
man.
lunch.
Yep, always, man. Later.
Yeah.
Peace.
If you haven't tuned in for his stream, you got to do that lunchtime stream every day.
11:30 a.m. Central tomorrow, man. Hope to see you guys there. So appreciate
Okay,
that, man.
real quick before we finish off with the Pixel Maniacs, I just want to get to this real quick. This is going to be only take a second, but it is pretty big announcement, and so I wanted to bring it to light because this is something that we've been talking about all summer, and things are slowly starting to come around. We'll see what happens here. Beatsource, which is a joint venture between Beatport and DJ, offer fully licensed DJ edits in a new deal with Empire and Create Music distribution companies. The company notes it is also in talks with major labels to offer their catalogs as fully approved and licensed DJ edits as soon as April. Beatsource, the joint venture between Beatport and DJ City that services open format DJs, has signed deals with independent distributors Empire and Create Music Group to create fully licensed DJ edits of some of the most popular tracks in their respective catalog. It was announced today. The exclusive edits will be available beginning February 15th via Beatsource Link, the streaming service launched by the company early last year. Under the agreements, they said the edits by hit artists Fat Joe, Rich the Kid, Busta Rhymes, Anderson .Paak, however you say it, Robin Thicke, DJ Chose, Funkmaster Flex, Tory Lanez, and the Insomniac Records catalog will with more to follow. With open format DJ community that uses Beatsource depends upon extended edits. So this is talking about what Beatsource is and what DJ City is. But what they're talking about is they are able to track the analytical data. Like we've been talking about this for months. They're able to track analytical data like never before, including potentially things like how many times you've played it for an audience of what size. And these are questions that they have not been able to answer at this scale ever before. So the homie Entity brings up a good point when it comes to this. This sounds an awful lot like Dubset, what Dubset was doing earlier this decade. Last decade. Right around 2005 or 6 they started doing this. They were not able to sign all of the majors, so it didn't end up in a very good situation because they were not able to 100% license their mixes. Now, this was back then, they were designing it for DJs who wanted to sell their mixes as an item that could be worth, they could sell it for a price, and then they would have licensing structured for the songs that they used in their mix. Unfortunately, they weren't able to release very many mixes because one or two of the major labels was holding out. Well, this is a little bit different because now we're talking about streaming and a per incident basis. And so I'm actually really excited for this. I was expecting to see this with electronic music before something like Fat Joe and Anderson .Paak and Busta Rhymes, honestly. I thought for sure that the Beatport Link side of things would be way further along when it comes to licensing all the music in their catalogs. But this is really exciting. What do you guys think about this happening with Beatsource Link? And do any of you subscribe to Beatsource Link?
Not yet.
Okay.
No drum and bass, so nope.
I'm still buying music directly.
Mm-hmm. From Beatport or from Beatsource.
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And Bandcamp. Yeah.
I get that music delivered to me for free, so I'm not gonna pay for it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like the record, like the fucking what's his face is in Twitch and busting out all the time.
Right.
The record rep for one of those labels is
right.
No, not Bobby Promo, but yes, he also does that too. But there's a guy that's on Twitch. His name is Philip Embuido. He reps for those labels. He's reps for Anderson .Paak or whatever. He's out in these Twitch streets, like hitting up DJs to like send them that shit anyway. So am I gonna pay for it? No. Is it a step in the right direction? Yes. Will Universal and you and all that other BMI and all that other shit hop on board? I highly fucking doubt it.
Yeah, me too. Not for not.
I'm just angry.
For a low
I'm
price.
hungry. I might be hungry. I don't know.
No, you're fine. No, I love it. I think that it's a step in the right direction. I think that this is the future of music consumption. I hate to break it to y'all, but anybody who's doing pay per download DJs still for their digital media, that is easily 10 years behind the rest of the world in how they consume music. And so the idea of a DJ moving to a streaming subscription service as the way that their music is fed to them, so to speak, is gonna happen, y'all. Like, that's gonna happen whether you like it or not. You're gonna, at some point, we're all going to be subscribing to some sort of music distribution service that is our source, one of our sources for music. And hopefully, I would hope that it's going to be like Apple Music Pro or Spotify Pro, but I have a feeling that it's going to be things like Beatsource Link and Beatport Link first.
I think it depends on, what type of DJ you are, what genres you play.
Yeah.
If you play more underground stuff or older stuff, it's really going to depend. I would say, if you're a open format DJ that plays all the time, yeah, subscription makes sense, right? But if you're someone that streams once a week or once every 2 weeks like me, then I like buying directly from Bandcamp most of the time.
I mean, I've been waiting for a drum and bass record pool for years. We started one with Annihilation Records ages ago, but that was like 2002. Didn't get much traction, but it was fun while it was around. And give me that service again, because when I was playing house music, yeah, that was the best part. You join a record pool and you just get like a boatload of stuff in the mail. And then I learned that I could do the same thing by working for a radio station and switched over to doing that. But there's nothing like getting that box. It's like getting flow from a skateboard company.
I feel you there. I definitely 100% agree with you there. Beatport Link. Let's look at this right now, you guys. Beatport Link. This is not. So the argument. I'm going with the argument that Beatsource is not for me because I spin drum and bass. Okay. Well, Beatport offers this service as well. It's called Beatport Link, and Beatport has a great selection of drum and bass. Their Beatport Cloud service right now is $14.99 a month. That puts the majority of the Beatport catalog available to you inside of your Serato or your record box software. You just literally add it to a playlist in the Beatport website, and then you log into your record box and it shows up as a playlist under the Beatport heading. You can import that playlist into your normal playlist and use it along with your other music as well in record box. It's fucking dope. I actually subscribe to Beatport Link. It's sick.
And that's 128K.
128K. I was just looking at that too.
128K for AAC, not MP3. Let's clarify that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's actually comparable to a 320K MP3. All right. But you can also get 256K AAC for the $30 a month. But yes, 128K. If we're pushing 300 AAC on our streams, and this thing is only 128K AAC, then yeah, you're right. It's going to be shit. But the 256 and up is definitely more along the lines. Now, here's a question. Are you spending more than $30 a month on downloading the music that you want for your streams already? That's probably, say it's $1.50 a tune. So it's like 60 tunes a month. Is that right? Am I doing my math right?
Easily.
Yeah.
I mean,
$1 tune will be 30 tunes a month. So it's looking at like 15, 20 tunes a month would be $30, right? So if are you buying more than 15, 20 tunes a month for your stream right now?
That says offline storage. Is that per month, or that just allows you to have physical 50 tracks in it too?
Yeah, so the offline storage is the part that everybody has a problem with because DJs are still dependent
on the internet.
Dependent on like things if they weren't having an internet connection. Now, my biggest argument for this type of service before
50 is not a lot at all.
Exactly. My biggest argument. Now, if you're doing 50 tracks, if you're doing first of all, the 50 thing, if you're bringing more than 50 tracks to a 1 hour DJ set, then you're hauling ass on those fucking CDJs. And if you're bringing 100 tracks, then you're probably playing for more than 1 hour on a CDJs. But as an open format DJ, you're probably blazing through more than 100 tracks in an hour sometimes. But so yes, my argument before all of this shit was, if I'm in the middle of nowhere with no internet connection, and I only have a storage locker of 50 tunes, this makes absolutely no sense for me.
No,
especially as a mobile DJ who's playing for like 4 hours in the night or something like that. But in the era of where we're all streaming from our freaking garages and living rooms and bedrooms and spare rooms, where we have an Ethernet connection and an internet services, especially the download, there's plenty of headroom in our download when we're streaming, obviously. So this service at $30 a month, 15 to 20 tunes a month, if you were to buy them outright, is not a bad alternative, especially if you can like look at the workflow aspect where you literally are going through Beatport's catalog and just saying, yeah, that one, like, you know what I mean? That's every single one you want, 100 fucking tunes that day, you know what I mean? And then you can go through and analyze them and set your cue points and fucking do all your tagging that's to your heart's desire. And since it's a media file and the library XML is separate from the media file, then every time you fucking pull up that file, all of your same metadata is going to load right up along with it. Your cue points are all there. Your fucking everything is there. Your loops and everything that you set, any metadata that you wrote into the comments, it's all there.
And I hear it as as someone who makes non-tangible art for a living. I 100% get it, but on the other hand, I like having the file. I like knowing that I've got this file, knowing the track inside and out. I'll throw it onto my phone. I bike with it. I live with that music. And I think that's where the part that it becomes even more expendable. And I already had the problem with MP3s being in digital files being expendable.
Yeah, man.
And so it just takes it to that next level of like expiring access. Like, okay, so I spend $360 a year on this service. The moment I stop using that, I've lost that.
It stings. That stings. No, you're right.
The other weird little thing, I mean, and I've always said this, using the same ruler to measure every different style of DJ is never going to end in a good situation. Like when you see somebody who underground versus an open format, and when these companies is like they're all the same, you're like, dude. So, but I mean, for this particular thing, for an open,
they're not thinking about open format DJs, not at all.
Right, but the thing is, as
but
an open format DJ,
Beatsource Link is the open format DJ's version of Beatport Link, and they're offering music that is more on an open format tip.
But at the same time, as an open format DJ, most of what we're playing we already have. Like, I don't need a new version of Earth, Wind, and Fire September. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
But, like, if I could have my base library intact and then just 50 new tracks, you know what I mean? Oh, this is shit that I don't want to keep because I'm not going to play it in a month. And if
But is that you're able to download 50 a month, or you're able to have?
Well, if you wanted to keep it,
you know what I mean?
It's a cloud. It's a subscription service. So if you were to cancel your subscription, then anything that you've added from that subscription service is donezo. And if you don't have a connection to your subscription service, then any media that's tied into that subscription is donezo.
Right.
So so if you were like, in other words, bringing back my environment, I immediately think of California Napa Valley wineries. They have shitty power, let alone internet service. And so if you're taking a party gig out in the Napa Valley, this is not going to work for you, because you can't even create a hotspot from your phone because you have no cell service out there. It's just in the middle of nothing, and there's no kind of new technology solution that's going to work for you. And in that situation, it's going to rely on having the media stored in your hard drive. But to be devil's advocate, I want to say this, y'all, and DJs, we're not the only ones that have this problem. This happens anywhere technology, art, and commerce intersect. We got to embrace change. Technology does not move backwards. It doesn't give a shit about vinyl. It doesn't give a shit about what your opinions are on MP3s or streaming. This shit is going to happen anyways. So being like stomping your feet on the ground and saying, but this is the way that it needs to be because this is the way that it's right, doesn't make any fucking bit of difference. This is the way that people consume music now, and this is the way that we need to start consuming music as well, because this shit is not going anywhere. The shit that the pay per download thing and all that shit is going to go somewhere. It's going to go out eventually. And so like, just want to put that out there. New music is not even going to be delivered in the way that you're used to receiving it anymore. Bandcamp is not going to be around forever. Bandcamp's business model is a relic, and they're only around because they're marketing on the fact that they're hooking up artists, and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But Bandcamp is the past, not the future. And so we really, really need to understand that as creatives. And this is the same story with anybody who's into video editing, anybody who is a music producer, anybody who's a DJ, anyone who's a graphic artist, anybody who has been doing something where art, commerce, and technology intersect. And it's the same argument. I've been doing this since analog, and it was this much harder back then. It sounded this much better back then. I used to use decks. I used to use this. I used to use that. Anybody with a laptop can do it now. Like, these conversations aren't just in the DJ circles. This is in all professional circles where art, commerce, and technology intersect. And so we need to really understand that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. Like I agree with you, but I also don't. Right?
Okay.
Like technology definitely advances, right?
Right.
And things change. But think of it this way, right? So like when Netflix came out and was streaming, it was like the only one, right? And everybody had it, and it was great. And like, this is okay, I'm gonna cancel my cable, right? But now there's like 27 different streaming platforms, and if you were to get them all to get all that content, now you're paying more than you would have for cable. So it like, fucked itself, right? So that's kind of the same way with like streaming services for music, because like Josh Carl was saying, it depends on what type of DJ you are, right?
That's coming, bro. So, you're going to subscribe to multiple services depending on the types of music that you're into.
Right.
Yeah. There's not going to be a single because if you're going to have a single service that can license all content, then you're talking about all content in all parts of the world. That's absolutely impossible.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the problem is that $30 is going to become $150.
Yeah, absolutely.
$180 a month, and then it becomes stupid unless you're like making a ton of money as a DJ. Is not going to work, and then
it's the same thing.
The business model of that fails because they don't have enough people buying into it.
Is it not a reflection of physical medium though? When records were the physical medium, when records were the main source that all DJs used, everyone likes to say that they came from vinyl, but nobody likes to remember that even back then, It was the rich motherfucker who could buy all the music that got all the gigs. And that's not going to fucking change, man. The rich motherfucker who can buy all the subscription services is going to get more gigs than the poor person who can't have access to that music. That's just how it's going to fucking be, man. That's the world.
Yeah, I don't see, like, I think Bandcamp fits a niche because it is independent artists that aren't on Spotify. They aren't, signed on big labels. And you can stream on Bandcamp. Obviously, it's not a subscription. But
I love Bandcamp. My Bandcamp laundry list. Anybody who follows me on Bandcamp, I buy shit on Bandcamp every fucking.
Yeah,
week.
I don't see that completely going away, right? Like I do believe streaming is where it's at. That's how people consume it. But the way that DJs consume music is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old. It's old. DJs,
No.
it is. No, it is because
I mean,
it's the way that we consume music is old.
Billy is hot right now.
No, I'm telling you, man. The way that everybody besides a DJ consumes music is they ask their phone to fucking play the song for them. And so,
which actually brings up a really solid point. When was the last time you gave someone music?
Right.
And a playlist. So here's the riddle me this one, because I'm actually struggle busting pretty hard with this one. I've got a couple, god kids, out there, and nieces and nephews, and I was that old indie punk rock kid, and so Louisville, Kentucky, I know their punk rock history scene, but I can't give him a Spotify playlist of that. I can dig up all my old 7-inches, but then how am I going to deliver that medium? Am I going to rip it to a CD? Oh God, who's got a CD player anymore? Besides maybe in your car.
Right.
Am I going to give them a USB stick? Well, yeah, I could. But it's like there's no easy way to hand off that cassette tape that's going to mean something to that youth.
No, it's gonna be a fancy printed graphic with the QR code on it that they can shine their phone on, and now the song is on their phone.
Yeah.
I get my kids vinyl. I spend a stupid amount of money for the record the artist that I know they like, that it's triple priced and marked up, but they love it. Every time they get a record, like I got my daughter for her birthday a couple years ago, like the special edition of My Chemical Romance, and it was like a double LP, with the artwork and the picture disc, and I bought her one of those like not cheap, but like the $70 turntables that they have at like the local shops. And every time I get her a record, I got her 21 Pilots, and one record we turned into a clock, and one record she plays. So I mean, can you like what he was saying? Can you do that every single time you want to give somebody music? Hell no.
Looptron, I'm not saying Looptron. I want to address Looptron in the chat because he's heated right now, or she. I'm not sure. Looptron, first of all, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I don't have a chip on my shoulder. I'm just expressing my opinion, and I want to let you know that I'm not saying that digital stores and distribution are not going to prevail. That is absolutely what I'm not saying. In fact, they're going to prevail. I'm saying the business model of pay per download. The business model of pay per download when it comes to digital media is obsolete. It is
with iTunes being dead.
Look at the iTunes music store as an example. Yeah. Exactly. And
is Tidal even a thing anymore? Yeah. Is Tidal still? I don't even know.
Stop trying to make Tidal happen.
The idea of the consumer, the consumer using a pay per download model as the way that they consume music is obsolete. And DJs are still consuming music like that, and that's amazing, but we're a niche market. But that is not how the consumer consumes music anymore. We used to consume music as a physical medium. We used to go to the record store and buy records and tapes and CDs, and then we started downloading things on Napster, and they figured, well, we can't have that, so we're going to offer the iTunes music store because it's easier than stealing, and we can still make some money. And the pay-per-download business model was invented. Well, the pay-per-download business model has since fallen second to the subscription service business model. And go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's super hot tonight, but we're all like,
I was born this way, baby. I was born this way. We're all just like
going around the same topic and really like just picking out different points of things.
Yep.
Because I agree with you, Billy. Like
I do too.
Yeah, streaming is the future. People get it now, but like a DJ thing, if the music that you wanted was all on Beatport, that it totally makes sense, right? It
Right.
totally makes sense to do the subscription. If you don't, also don't consider that, you don't have it if you cancel, but whatever. Not even talking about that part. It makes sense dollar-wise to do it that way if that's where your music is.
How much music that a DJ has purchased right now are you not playing anymore?
A lot.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
it
yeah.
depends. It just depends on what. I don't know if it's a good way to say it, but what type of DJ you are, right? Like what genres you're playing, where you would get it. If I got everything that I wanted off of Beatport, then yeah, I would totally get that subscription, right?
Mhm.
But I would rather, be part. I guess it goes back to kind of like the record pool thing. Like I would prefer something in between, right? Something where I pay a subscription, and then I could pick a certain number of songs every month or something, that I get to keep. Like $20 a month or whatever, and I get X amount of tracks.
Mhm.
I would prefer that, but that's not really a thing. I think somebody on a producer on Bandcamp emailed me once about something like that. I thought it was cool, but that's kind of like the in between, at least for me. But it's probably because I'm old and I would like to have some tracks, and I just don't like subscription models. I hate that. When all the Adobe stuff went subscription, it's like,
Oh man, totally.
man.
you know what I mean? It's like, I just don't like subscriptions in general because of that. And you brought up iTunes, right? And so like people were pirating.
Everybody just went in the chat.
People were pirating, and then iTunes came out, and then people like could get it easier. Like it's going the opposite direction now. I feel with subscriptions, where it's like, fuck, I don't want to have to pay a subscription for Photoshop, so I'm gonna go pirate it now. Like it's going backwards.
What's wild to me about that is that when Adobe did that, like I was on a beta program for them, I screamed at them for a hot second about it.
This comes from software developers not making money. You guys realize that, right?
Oh,
they make
yeah.
money. Adobe's pretty fucking big.
Right.
All right.
There was a little bit of sarcasm in that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, but like, it's funny because like, especially when the pandemic hit, like we cut almost all of our subscriptions, and the only one that I pay for is Adobe at this point. Like Netflix, all that, it's gone. And so it's just like, and so when Rekordbox 6 came out, and all of a sudden it was subscription model, I was just like, fuck, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, but see, that's okay. Hold on. Let me clarify, because that is such a misunderstanding when it comes to Rekordbox.
No, just subscriptions in general. Just
they
like
went
the whole nine.
Okay, Rekordbox went from a license key to subscriptions, yes, but they also made it so that when you plug your Pioneer DJ hardware into your computer, it automatically unlocks Rekordbox 6 without the need of a license key. So all they did was
at the base level.
At the base level, and they actually unlocked it one level up from where it was prior. So now you can get Rekordbox export mode and performance mode for free. And then if you connect offline, and then if you connect it to a DJ hardware that has the hardware unlock, then it just unlocks it. And this is all hardware that has been out for a while now. This is all hardware that already came with a Rekordbox license key for Rekordbox 5. So all that they did, and I know exactly what they were doing, all that they did was they turned off the fucking tech support line for all the dumb people who were calling up because they couldn't figure out how to type in their license key and get Rekordbox working. They just made it so that everything works when you plug it in. And then they said, we have these other features, and if you want to subscribe for this amount a month, we'll unlock these other features as an addition to what you already have. That's what they did. They didn't say the software that you currently have will no longer work if you upgrade. That didn't happen to anybody. So
That's how I'm saying, but
Well, they're older ones. Older ones, yeah, but
which ones?
Like old, I'd have to look. They have a freaking spreadsheet you can look at.
Yeah,
But I think I don't know. I do like when they give you the option to like do a subscription or just an outright license buy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they're like, hey, it's X amount a month, but you can pay $200 and you got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I do like having that option. It ends up, I don't usually do it because it's a lot of money.
Or
But-
buying the dongle. I mean, that's what Serato box was.
Yeah.
It was a massive $800 dongle box for the SL4.
That's essentially what they did with the record box hardware. I just put the link in the chat. So there's a breakdown of what the hardware unlock entails and what services come with your individual device.
Yeah. So and what's cool is I think we're still in a transition period. So when I got my DDJ 400 last year, it came with a key for 5 for Record Box 5,
Right.
but also hardware unlock
For 6. Yep.
So that was pretty cool. So it's kind of that'll probably fall off at some point, but at least they gave you the option to have a non-subscription version. Obviously, it's old as
Right.
shit. I went from 6 and I looked back at 5 just to see what was different, and I was like, oh god, it's like 1998 over here.
Yeah,
But,
Record Box 6 is awesome. I really like it. And I'm not paying any kind of subscription services. I bought hardware that unlocks it outright, so it's not a big deal. And basically, if you look at that list, it's everything that's out right now from the last 5 years, I'd say. So it's solid in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's just
Here's my
can't do the video.
but
I
getting
just
on the-
subscribed to do that video set. Whatever.
Here's my thing, right? With the whole streaming thing, with Twitch, with everything else, like the licensing, everything else. If there was a thing, like a way that worked, and it was all encompassing and or whatever it was, that there was a clear definitive plan. Like, you want your music, this is where you go, this is how much you pay. You want to stream on Twitch for the internet and not get bunned down, this is what you go, this is
Right.
what you pay. Like, it just needs to happen. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean? I'm down for it. Like, I'm not a dinosaur that won't accept change.
Right.
Like, I will do it, but like, there needs to be a plan in place that works for me. And
Right.
so far, there's nothing. So until that point, I'll shake my fist at the tiny little increments of progress that we could do when the answer is out there.
I think that it's going to
like
start.
the people with the money
Yeah.
have to fucking say it, and
Right.
do it.
Man, people with the money have to make less money. Is what's going to happen, and that's
Well,
not.
I-
Gonna,
I'm
and
a-
that's not an easy task to ask of
I'm a
anybody
bit-
who makes a lot
I'm
of
a
money.
bit concerned that we don't really have a voice. Like for Beatport and DJ City, who are DJs, you would have thought maybe there was one person in there going, "Hey, you know what? Maybe when we start out, we will have an option for people to have more physical tracks on their computer, because some of these people we have to sort of usher them in rather than 50 or 100 tracks. It doesn't make me feel terribly comfortable."
Your point though to what you were saying earlier is as a professional at this point, you have the advantage of having most of everything you need available to you already. So that 50 to 100 tracks could be 50 to 100 tracks that are specific to the event that you're going to. You know what I mean?
There could be plenty of gigs where I wouldn't even need that.
Right.
Those weddings, they're not going to need, you're going to need maybe 10 tracks that have come out in the last year.
those
They're
4
still gonna
random
want-
slow songs for those
Lone
for the
Star,
formal
baby,
dances.
I'm amazed by you. Oh, wait, sorry. Every time I ask me, oh, sorry.
Billy, I don't want to completely derail that, but I actually dropped something in the chat that's kind of.
Am I coming off too hot? I'll chill out, guys. My
Kinda
bad. My bad.
I put it in there. Serato officially released their Twitch plugin for on-screen track IDs with a customizable
Say what?
like window. Yeah.
Today?
Record Box needs to get with their
Yeah,
it's in
the record box. In the record box, it's in the
Sorry.
Zoom chat. If you want to, I can put it in the
Yeah, do it.
regular chat as well.
Serato's like way ahead of the game on this.
Did they go with like and buy a train spotter or something? Like
It's basically the same tech, but it's like you customize the color, the
the
size.
look of it? Ooh,
But
damn,
it's-
that's sexy.
It's on screen. So I personally don't really like the on screen. I told them they need to make a chat only version, like Train Spotter, like Train
Oh yeah.
Oh, so this embeds into Serato Video.
Wait, is this like an extension that like is like a tab over your stream?
Yeah, kind of like some people really like those. I personally don't like them, but I know a lot of
it's
guys,
it's the extension.
extension. Yeah.
Got it.
that.
Got it.
Oh,
they-
yeah.
So it's like
So
a
they-
Streamlab pop-up almost.
It's kind of like all the other extensions that you can get on Twitch, like the Prime subscription. You know how
Right,
you
yeah.
can
So
have,
like right now,
the-
if you mouse over, I might not have it on, but I have the closed caption
Couldn't you
extension.
put it as a
Sounds
panel,
good.
like underneath? Is that giving you an option to do
That'd
that?
be nice.
I,
'Cause
didn't, I haven't gone that far with
yeah,
I
a
would think
panel,
that's
a panel
fine.
underneath would be legit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
yeah.
Like, sign me up.
Right.
I'll-
One thing
I'll-
about those playlist bots too is a lot of us like to put metadata in the title field, and so it says like in parentheses Billy Lane hook first edit or something. You know what I mean? Like this is like because those are your personal notes or whatever. However, the file was tagged.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, it's even worse. Like in doing video, like when you get a video, it's like the name of the track, the video remixer, dirty, clean, 1080 HP, HD, and it's just like Jesus Christ, like there's so many words in the title.
And then if it's like an edit from like, if you made an edit of like fucking Scooter's fucking version, and it's like a Scooter edit of a DJ fucking Joshua Carl edit of an intro, clean, dirty, hype, segue, 128 to 675.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
mono 8-track rip.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, if you can exclude, do you guys remember there was an app called List It? It was made by the Mix City guys. They also did an app called Cue It, and they also did an app called Jam Text.
Bump it. Twist it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. There was this app called List It, and it was a simple word app that where if you pasted text into it, you could set if-then rules, and some of the if-then rules were like if it's in parentheses, then don't show it in the result. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like it cuts out all of the shit that you would
extra
put.
meta shit we put
Yeah, extra meta. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good. List It. Yo, big up Coffee Streams. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Gouda subscribing 8 months. How did I miss that, man? 8 months. Big up, man. That was almost 20 minutes ago. Sorry about that, bro.
Hey,
Big up,
handsome.
Gouda.
Don't worry.
Good morning,
We
sir.
shouted
I
him
was
out.
busy yelling at my microphone.
You were, man. You were.
Well, you know what's happening? I'll tell you guys what it is. It's a scientific phenomenon. When you get a bunch of women together, they start syncing up.
Yeah.
We're starting to sync up, gentlemen. Women,
We're syncing our
we're
menstruations.
syncing up and
Thinking our rage.
Yeah, you know. No, but yeah, seriously, I didn't mean
Bounty
to come off
hunters
so
are
hot.
there just laughing at us like these fucking guys.
Reverend Funktology with 100 biddies. Thank you. All right, let's end this on a high note. Ratfink, can you please give us a status update on these bottle shirts that have been traveling across the world?
The globe, kind of.
Yeah, so we ordered 6 shirts for Pixel Maniacs, the developers of King of the Pit, Mosh Pit game, and I'm happy to report that they got them. They got them and they love them.
Oh my gosh,
Outstanding.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. We just found out, what was it, Billy, early this week?
Early this
Yeah.
week, yeah.
Like Monday, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, super thrilled. They sent us a picture and they did a video on their TikTok. So
it's all in
yeah.
German. I don't understand it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we got it
Right.
translated, sorta.
Well, let me bring
I
up the
wish I knew
picture.
what it said.
Let me bring up the picture first.
It was basically like, hey, here's the game we made. You can play it on Twitch. It's really cool. Also, there's this shirt. And anyway, just go to our website and you can download it. And we're like, what?
It's awesome. It's awesome.
No, it's good.
Here's the picture of the Pixel Maniacs developer team wearing our bottle shirts. Oops, that's not it. Hold on, here we go. There it is. Let me mute the Zoom window. Boom.
Too hot for Twitch.
Look at these guys. Yes. Outstanding group of lads there. That's super dope. They made it all the way to Germany, and then it went from Germany to somewhere else in Germany, and it took like 3 days of where's the package.
Yeah, well, it started in the Netherlands, I think. And then like 3 days later, it said it's in Germany, and then there were no updates to the tracking after that.
Oh wow.
Right, like until I checked with the contact over there, like on Monday or whatever.
Germany, and then
Yeah.
delivered.
The tracking.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Germany. Yeah,
Somewhere, yeah.
But-
Big up Naughty Vibes, 300, man. Appreciate you. Big up Riff, dude. Naughty Vibes OG junglist out of Sacramento does a lot of hard work here in town. That's the homie, man. Big up Naughty Vibes.
Well, they did go, Germany to to the main guy to the office, and then he had to get them out to everybody on the team, separately. So
Let me
it traveled a bit.
Let me find the. Oh, that's not it. Let me find the. Where did it go? There was a TikTok link. Oh, I think I found it. Okay.
Ja.
Let's see if we got it here.
Das heißt King of the Pit. Hier ist ein YouTube-Video von einem Streamer, der das benutzt. Und zwar kann man das Spiel einfach im Stream starten und kann da reinjoinen als Zuschauer.
The guy in the top left of the picture needs to be on inside the ride. You see, he had that bottle in his hand. He is ready.
That's weird. It won't let me show it in here. Let me see here.
It's like on the social share. You click share instead of play.
Spawnt man
That's super weird.
Sieht im Video als Spieler.
That's super weird. I've never seen that happen before. Oh well.
Jetzt haben wir einen Zuschauer.
It started for a second. The headbanging guy started.
The headbanging guy started, then it fucked up. Let's try this then. Let's just try.
Der das halt so feiert.
This video is weird though. Like if I logged in, it was like blocked.
I don't know what happened. Oh,
And that's why you gotta get a VPN.
Right. Let's try this.
I could, yeah. I guess. I didn't even want to make a TikTok. I wanted to see what the comments were, right? And I didn't even want to make a TikTok account, and I did.
You wanted to make a TikTok account. Don't
You were
don't-
so
I don't
excited
need
about
an account to watch those dance videos that
Oh.
Fader's mom does.
Oh, you know what happened?
Whoa.
No, they're funny. No, let me just say, I joined Fader's Discord, and the first thing, like immediately, was she danced. I didn't say anything about that. So
we're gonna have talks after the stream is
that's
over.
on you then.
We lost the Zoom
I'm still
second.
gonna mess you up.
OBS just took a shit on me. Is what it was. That's why it was freaking out. We should be back now though. There we go. Okay. Let's see. He said we missed the saucy story, right?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, OBS got all funky on us for a second there. Gotta love the miracles of modern technology. When the gremlins hit, they love to hit. Let's see if we can get this back up.
Yeah.
Let's
If not,
see.
we just put the link in chat.
Mal ein Spiel rausgebracht.
There we go.
Das heißt
Go and
King
learn German.
of the Pit. Hier ist ein YouTube-Video von einem Streamer, der das
There it
benutzt.
is.
Und zwar kann man das Spiel einfach im Stream starten und kann da reinjoinen als Zuschauer und kann Ausrufezeichen Dance eingeben in den Chat.
These guys made a great
Und dann,
program and couldn't just do a
spawnt
screen
man
grab.
hier, wie
They
man
had to like
sieht im Video,
record a screen.
als Spieler und moscht dann gegeneinander.
They couldn't have clicked it.
That's
over your
fucking
face.
metal, baby.
Einen Streamer
That's
gehabt, der
metal.
das halt so feiert, das Spiel, dass er einen Command, den man da im Spiel eingeben kann, nämlich Ausrufezeichen Bottle,
Their computer can't even
das ist
run
zum
it.
Schmeißen einer Flasche in den Moshpit rein. Der fand den Command so geil, dass er uns
Oh,
T-Shirts
these
geschickt
guys
hat.
are great.
So schauen die Shirts aus. Also voll cool.
Yes!
Hat mich mega gefreut. Wenn ihr das Spiel mal auschecken wollt,
Shoulda got a
gibt's
bigger-
auf,
bigger shirt, dude,
Google
bigger
einfach noch
shirt.
King of the Pits, dann kommt ihr zur Webseite.
I didn't
No,
realize-
yeah, okay.
kostenlos
I
runterladen.
asked
Streamer
him, I'm like, what size shirt?
relativ
Just tell
häufig,
me which
Giveaways
sizes.
zu machen.
Just give me.
Weil
Oh, they're
derjenige
all
dann
extra
einfach-
large is fine. I'm like, okay.
They didn't realize they were American extra large. Which
Apparently.
Having gotten shirts from another country.
Yeah.
I bought a Cure shirt off of eBay a handful of years ago. Got an extra large.
Bacon neck.
I could barely even get it on.
I call myself I'm H&M fat, so like I can't even wear like their like XL like large because it's like it's not even big. It's because they're UK sizes.
It's not a
I got- I
European
got a proper
medium at all,
belly.
Spire.
I got a proper belly. Was crossing my fingers a 3X would fit.
Hey, Hey, Ratfink, I wanted to say thank you very much for that. That's super huge of you, man. Like to come out of pocket and then ship those over, like to have that all taken care of like that. That's very thoughtful of you, man. And I'm sure that they appreciate it. And I know that I definitely appreciate that as a gesture. That's super dope, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
I got a soft spot for game developers, especially indies. So, and I figured we love that game so much. It's the least we can do.
I'm sure
And
that
I will plug their new game.
Yes, do it.
Can't drive this is out on Steam now, and it's gonna be coming to consoles. They actually told me super secret in March, so keep an eye out for Can't Drive This.
Don't tell anybody we told you that.
Yeah, it's just super top secret.
Word up. So
Demonetize your stream, my bad.
today we covered the Twitch emotes update. We covered Apple fixing their battery bug. We talked about Rekordbox being on Big Sur and compatibility with Big Sur. And
Are you talking about the way you can stack emotes? My bad. Like the way you can like organize them all in the moving where they went.
They moved everything into one page, and so now if you go into your dashboard and you can go to an emote section.
Down to the emote section, yeah. Okay. I'll just make sure if something else didn't happen that I didn't know about.
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. It was the update from late January. That's actually because of the topics that have popped up over the last couple of weeks. That has been bumped as a story, and so like I'm like, man, that's been in my queue since late January. I gotta start talking about that before it's not even news anymore.
It's cute. It's cool that they like that you're able to like with Java or whatever to like reorganize them like how you want, like in what order you want them to show up on like your tier ones.
Yes,
I like that.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, they did a lot of work on that, and it's good because emotes are something that is has become very instrumental in some streamers' growths. But also, it's just a super dope way of adding personality to your individual channel. So,
for sure,
I still think they should allow you to buy more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you could pay money
for partner,
pay money for more emotes. If you're not a partner,
I just want them to be gifts.
You have what's it called? The
bit tier.
Cheer motes.
Cheer motes too. Yeah, but yeah,
so
bit tier emotes as well.
If you're a partner. If you're a partner, you have cheer motes, and those are animated. You can create, I think like a 2-frame animation or a 3-frame animation with those. The cheer motes, whatever that's called, is a partners only thing. So I wouldn't know.
It's kind of like the emotes that when you cheer bits, those
like
are
little
animated.
I know what it is.
diamond shaped things.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't for you, Billy. It was for everybody else.
Right.
We know you know your shit. This is instructional for everyone else.
I get it. And then we went over Beatsource, talking about what is available coming down the pipes with Beatsource and their new ventures in providing fully licensed music edits for DJs, which is a great step in the right direction. I want to remind everyone that that's going to be available starting February 15th. And then also we got heated. I got a little bit red-faced talking about
Vader started it.
The Discord. And
I said what I said.
And Matty B.
Matty started it. Yeah,
Right.
Matty started it.
Yeah, I was heated since this afternoon. I did like try to take a nap to try and cool down, but I was like, nah, we're gonna mosh pit, and I'm gonna come over and start yelling at people.
All right, so is Beers and Beats up there? He left the stream,
Right,
so
so,
I imagine he's up. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna go spam the shit out of his thing with my Discord link.
Let me take a look.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Our rating is all of our Discord links.
No, he's up.
Do it.
Yeah, the note has to be nothing but Discord.
Yeah.
And
Follow me on Discord.
Okay, so
everything he said.
let me snag the Discord link for. Hold on. Okay, let me snag the Discord link real quick here. So I'm just gonna be lazy and grab it right from here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so our spam. We're gonna hit. Oh, that's a great idea. It's just gonna be all caps. Hey, comma, bro. Make sure to hit up my Discord to stay in touch. What do they say? What's like the line that everyone says? Make sure you join the Discord to. What do they say? What's the?
I didn't know there was a thing. I'd say
Yeah,
make sure you promo your party in my promo channel.
Just tell them to like, subscribe, and share this Discord link.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you like. Wait.
Like, subscribe, share, and mash this Discord link.
Okay, hey, bro. Like,
stay
yeah,
on
exactly.
top of
yeah.
yeah.
Like, subscribe, share. I'm doing this in all caps.
You damn right you are.
And don't forget to smash this Discord link.
to get alerted when our next topics are live.
Come in and get woke.
Oh, stay woke. Stay woke.
There we go.
Okay. There you go. It says, hey, bro, like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to smash this Discord link. Stay woke. And then it's the fucking Discord link.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. Make sure everyone copy that.
He's getting spammed.
Oh, this is going to be good. So everybody copy that. We're going to raid into Beers and Beats. We're all going to post that. Make sure you copy. You go ahead and give it a test paste in this chat. That's fine. You can make sure that that's working. Get that trigger finger ready. And then let me get up. Oh, yeah, this is going to be beautiful. Oh, he's up too. Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay. So let me initiate this raid. Make sure you copy that, folks. Get it copied now. All right, raid.
He's going to rage so fucking hard.
And for new people watching, we're doing it because we love him.
We're doing it because we love him. Exactly. This is a troll of love right here. This is a Valentine's Day troll, if I've ever seen it. We're getting ready to raid into Beers and Beats PDX. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Friday for Taco Rewind. It's me just goofing off for a few hours. Saturday, Inside the Ride. Shit, I'm supposed to know who's DJing before we raid out.
Oops a daisy.
Ratfink's doing 5-hour set.
Ratfink with all 5 hours.
I got it. I got one too. Put me down for one too.
Do it.
All right. Fader for 10 hours. Ratfink for 5.
From Beatport link.
All Beatsource.
live from my Discord. Restreamed from my Discord.
Yeah, streaming only live on Discord.
Y'all are fucked up. Y'all are too fucked
link
up.
that only works for one person.
Let me get this. Where is the calendar at? Hold on, let me get it up here. Oh, I lost it. Who the fuck is playing tonight? Let's see here. Well, I know there's a lot of cool people playing on Inside the Ride. Unfortunately,
it's always a good show. It's always a good show. It's always good people.
I can't get the calendar up.
Surprise guests.
It's gonna be some surprise guests. It'll be great.
Oh yeah.
You
won't want to miss it.
One weird trick.
It's awesome. I promise. I'm just a terrible host. We'll be back on Saturday, 9:16 p.m. Friday, 9:16 p.m. Pacific time. Appreciate y'all. This is the 916 Junglist channel. DJ's not DJing. This show happens every single Wednesday. So if for some reason you enjoyed this banter and all these lulls, we do this shit every Wednesday. It's a good time. Appreciate y'all. Big up everyone. We'll see you at the next one. Make sure you paste that in. Let's hit them hard. All right. We just rated.
Yeah.